welcome back to Squire Squad. It has been a while. It's been like a month and a half since we last played, but life keeps getting in the way. Gosh dang it. But we're here, we're back, we're ready to play. Yeah. Well, most of you are queer. I am the token cis as always here on GGK.
I thought I had muted before I said that.
Nope. But yeah, we're here. We do lots of stuff, as you just saw in our little intro video. We got stuff happening most nights of the week. Normally, every day except Wednesdays. Usually tabletop games, but sometimes we do video game stuff instead. Let's see. This week, so we don't have anything this Thursday. No Elegant Creatures. It's the universe does not want us to play on Thursdays, apparently. It has been struggling over there too. But we should be back on Friday for more Neon Gods, which is a Good Society game based on Wicked and the Divine. Saturday, we should be back with Saturday Night's Pathfinder, which also had to skip its most recent session. And then this Sunday is not Blades in the Dark because we're missing half the cast. We may be doing something else. We may also just take the day off. We'll see. And then Monday should be back with the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet, which is a D&D 5e game in the Strixhaven setting. And then back around to next Tuesday for the game that runs opposite this, Escape Velocity, our Stars Without Number game. Let's see what else. We've got lots of stuff that you should check out. We have all the usual sites. We've got Twitter, we've got Discord, we've got YouTube. YouTube has a new trailer video on there. Did someone raise their hand that I missed?
I did. I don't think they're actually doing Strixhaven on Monday.
Oh, well, yeah. People keep being busy, stuff gets in the way. So the best way to know when we're doing things is to join our Discord or follow us on Twitter. But YouTube just got a new trailer, which has a bunch of clips of us saying stuff, including some stuff from this show. So you should check that out. But yeah, I think that's it for GGK stuff. Oh, damn it, I meant to wear my merch shirt because we have merch, but it was too damn hot today, so I wore my loosest, flowiest shirt instead. But yeah, we got shirts that usually have stupid shit that we say on it. We got mugs, we got sweaters, we got a sticker from the Strixhaven game. So we got all sorts of stuff that you should check out. But yeah, I do believe that is actually it in terms of GGK housekeeping stuff. So let's go around and start introducing ourselves. Say who you are, where you exist on the internet if you do, and who you will be playing tonight. Starting with David.
Hi, David. I largely exist here on the internet on Tuesdays. Tonight, I will be playing Kevin, aka the Paragon, no longer the Transformed. And next Tuesday, I'm the GM of Escape Velocity, but that's me.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup, and I forgot to change the overlay. I apologize. But I I don't exist anywhere. But you can find me here right now, because I'm like Schrodinger's cat. I might be there, I might not. You don't know. I'm playing Subrina. She's the outsider.
Hi, I'm Z. On the internet, I am at Necromancy. You should follow my Twitch under that name because I am planning on streaming soon TM on Wednesdays. Otherwise, I'm here on Tuesdays, and I'm playing Roz, who is the Scion.
Whose wife
next week, I'm an alien, so you should come hang out with us next week too. Okay, bye.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. You can also find me at Danae Keener on Twitter. I've got a pinned tweet there with my schedule. I'm playing as Chloe Gartner today, and she's the Doomed playbook.
And I'm Alex, OMG at some guy on the internet. I'm usually here Tuesdays, Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays and Sundays, and then also Sundays over on LB's channel and the shenanigans that happen over there. Though that's not going to be happening for a couple weeks because again, life, and we just finished up a game over there. So, taking a break after the season finale. And for this game, I'm running the show, so I'm playing everyone else that these people are not playing as. Okay, so as was mentioned previously, it's been a minute since we played. However, time passed in-game last session, despite time passing IRL for us. So I'm going to do a bit of a beefy recap so that we remember what the heck happened last time. So the squad recovered from their attack on the Whisper base, especially as Kevin was comatose in Paladin's HQ after exerting an enormous amount of power, saving the team. At first, Subrina was checking in with everyone to make sure that they were okay, but started to withdraw as time went on. She did start learning guitar, though, which I guess is pretty sick. Chloe, having an aversion to hospitals, was rarely seen at Kevin's bedside, yet there were always fresh flowers for him. Meanwhile, Roz spent every spare moment at his bedside and took up the mantle of checking in with the others as Subrina withdrew. However, Subrina received a text from her pseudo-parents/minders that her communication machine that she had set up was beeping. She rushed home to find a message from her actual parent, her alien parent, that they had identified the coordinates and calculations to potentially establish a stable portal between her homeworld and Earth. However, the only place on Earth which with such technology is CERN, which is where Subrina first appeared on Earth. Her pseudo-parents, Danae and Tyler, said that they can start making phone calls within the government as they are FBI agents whose job is to watch over her, but that Subrina and her friends couldn't just rush off to CERN, that would, cause more issues and not get them what they were hoping for. Chloe had a dream where she came face to face with what appeared to be her, the Hemlock, her super-powered persona, but it was made entirely out of plants. It referred to itself as Oleander and revealed itself to not just be the source of her powers, but also her mysterious illness as well. It wanted Chloe to continue to feed it by using her powers, saying that it would make both of them stronger. But Chloe began to second guess things and resolved not to use her powers so much. Oleander just laughed creepily. Roz was at school one day when she found a porcelain doll in her locker. It began magically relaying a message from her mother about how she's going to come find Roz and her little vacation from helping her is over. Roz dismantled the doll and buried it piecemeal under different trees around the city to, essentially casting a spell to protect it and help hide her from her mother. But in doing so, had a breakdown after burying the final piece. As she was having a moment, she was visited by Hivemind, the entity that seems to communicate through insects. They tried to reassure her and talk about the strength of the hive and that Roz should rely on her friends. Roz also asked about the entity that you have all affectionately named Jebri, and Hivemind said she must be talking about the other. Hivemind says that the other is like them but not, and trying to learn to be a human, but their morals are nebulous and still in flux, and the other has the capacity for both kindness and cruelty. Hivemind asked Roz if she needed any support from hiding from her queen, since Roz expressed concern that her mother would show up and she would need to be an evil sidekick for her again to keep her friends from getting hurt. Kevin, in his comatose state, overheard a news report about the 10-year anniversary of the Paragon's sacrifice to save the world. Paragon being, the Earth's greatest hero, indestructible, the best of the best, but had to sacrifice himself to save the world from an invasion by an alien artificial intelligence. And Kevin started coming back to consciousness and emerged from his chrysalis. The rest of the team got a message that Kevin's awake, and they rushed to his recovery, to his room, to discover that he's not just awake, but also fleshy now. It's a very touchy reunion, but eventually the medical team has to run more tests on him. And after that is taken care of, he gets discharged, and he and Roz go home. And yes, Kevin is also now very hot and conventionally attractive. You know, I'm sure the monster fuckers are very upset that he is no longer a giant metal bug boy. But upon arriving back at his home, Elena, which is the AI that runs the house and sort of takes care of Kevin in the absence of real parents, announced that the Chrysalis Project Phase 2 had begun, and a secret door in Kevin's dad's old workshop opened. He and Roz entered to find a small room with a video of Kevin's dad explaining that he was friends with Paragon, and they figured out that they could combine Paragon's DNA with humans. Paragon knew he wouldn't always be around and wanted to have a backup or successor of a sort. And Kevin was a sick child, and so his dad thought that this was to help save him in the best course of actions. His dad apologized for not being there and not being a good dad, and hopes to be able to get home soon, but you know, who knows if either of the teenagers accepted that malarkey. In fact, Roz says this is all kinds of fucked up what Kevin's dad did to him, but it's also pretty cool now. There is indeed even a Paragon-like costume waiting for Kevin. They meet up with the others to get Froyo at Froyor consideration and update Chloe and Subrina. I also think this is pretty fucked up with the lack of consent from the young childhood Kevin, but in considering what to do next, they do think about how the other big hero, Paragal, who is of the same species as Paragon and has a similar power set, that she will either love Kevin or hate him. But in order to get in touch with her and inform her about this, they should go through the Paladins and let them handle, you know, the official paperwork and communication and such. And also because they have no idea how to get in touch with Paragal. So they went to HQ because they also have to test out Kevin's new powers. And they also had the discussion of whether or not he would be someone new or just be Kevin now, as he has been, just not a bug boy anymore. And they decided, yeah, that's obviously the best course of action. And Roz was upset that Kevin is now also very, very hot and will steal her thunder as the hot new kid at school. At the HQ, they tried to get in touch with someone who could reach out to Paragal and learn that it's essentially only Athenas, who is the head of the local branch, who has that authorization. And so Kevin explained a bit of his situation, that he's been spliced with the DNA of the Paragon and Paragal's people, the Argonauts, and would like help learning from Paragal. As they waited for that, because who knows how long that's going to take, they went to the Peril Parlor to start running through some basic tests and get a reading on Kevin's new abilities. So he was going through that as the girls observed from the sideline, and Subrina waxed philosophical about if she does end up getting a crush on Kevin now that he's hot, he'll probably end up leaving too, just like all her previous romances. But the others did their best to console her. After the preliminary tests, the group decided that, hey, they should do some sparring to figure things, you know, practice, and decided to suit up for some 2v2 matches. And we can change this up now because, again, it's been a month and a half since we played, but the initial lineup previously was going to be Roz and Subrina versus Kevin and Chloe.
Why would we change it?
Yeah, no, that feels right to me.
Yep.
All right.
So I was thinking about how to do this. If any of you currently have conditions, you should make note of them, but uncheck them for the purposes of this encounter. You'll recheck them afterwards. But given that conditions are essentially your HP for this, we need to have you all on equal footing.
Fair.
To start things off. So it looks like, well, okay, it would be balanced out across the teams of one condition each total, but it's simpler to just have you all wipe the slate clean for this.
If you had inflicted a condition on me when I had none, I would have been so mad.
Hey, it's the GM's fiat to do that if I want. Okay. So, let's get some battle music ready.
Oh yeah, boy.
So, you all get changed into your outfits and reconvene in the apparel parlor. And are there specific battle parameters or like locations that you all want to fight in, or are you going to put it on shuffle mode?
Go ahead.
Shuffle sounds so fun, though.
Yeah, I was like, no thoughts, head empty. Hit me with it, baby.
All right, so shuffle mode it is. So I figure how this will probably work best is essentially, Team A does something, Team B does something, maybe the environment reacts, Team A, Team B, environment, and just go back and forth like that. And, we'll see how long this takes, but who knows, maybe I may err on the side of having you all take powerful blows very often, very quickly, just to try and whittle through your health. All right.
I gotta say, before we get too deep into this, that was a really heckin' good recap. I feel so caught up. Like,
Same.
there's so many things that I forgot, and like there was a lot of character stuff that you touched on that was just like perfect. And the other thing is, I now have a random scrap of paper with the word guilty on my desk, and that's gonna be interesting to find later.
Ominous.
Yep. We'll try to remember you to throw away your guilt after this. As all friends should do. Okay. So
We flip a coin for who's team A and who's team B.
I was about to say, I'm gonna roll a 1d2. Roz and Sabrina will be 1. Kevin and Chloe will be team 2 in terms of
we're number
who gets
1.
to go first. Well,
Damn it.
yeah. So, Kevin and Chloe, you will be the first ones to act. You each take your sides on the sort of, so the apparel parlor normally is a grayish room that's just a bunch of panels that can shift and adjust or like project hard light projections, all that sort of stuff. And so you take your places as it is in its neutral mode, and you see just to, you wonder if maybe someone accidentally toggled silly mode as well, because a big wheel pops up on one wall that just starts spinning of like all the different scenarios and terrain features it could go through. And it spins and it spins and it spins. And the first thing it lands on is erupting volcano. And as soon as the wheel stops on that, there's some confetti that pops out, and like as it starts to come down, the room fades and shifts and changes until starts getting very hot in here, and the ground shifts around you, kind of rising up in the middle and so you are all kind of obscured from each other's vision as is it the caldera? I used to know volcano terms.
I think you're right, yes.
But the main part of the volcano rises up, and you hear the bubbling, you feel the heat. Doesn't seem like it's going to be fun to get knocked in there, but there is enough. It is overflowing out one side in between the two of you, your two teams. And so that is your starting terrain here. So you cannot currently see each other, but you have a rough idea of where your teammates / enemies are. So, Team Kevin and Chloe, what were it was because the other team, no, that was back when we had Flint, and it was team No Thoughts Head Empty. And what was the Kevin Chloe matchup
Thoughts go
called?
Zoom.
Yeah, Thoughts Go Zoom. So
True.
team Thoughts Go Zoom, what are you doing to start off?
I thought we were second. Are we second?
Well,
Nope.
we were.
We won the coin toss.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
So we're on the top of the volcano and it's like erupting, and that eruptingness is what's keeping us from seeing each other, or are we just like down a little bit on the volcano?
You're down a little bit. One side has a lava flow going, so you would need to hop over the lava flow to get around that way, or you could go around the other way that does not seem to have lava currently. Or you could just go over the top of the volcano and risk that.
Hmm.
That'll probably be fine.
What are your thoughts?
Well, Chloe's a plant-based person. There's a lot of fire around, and video game rules say that fire bad for plants. So around is probably going to be her plan. But considering that we are Team Thoughts Go Zoom and we're supposed to be the smart ones, we would probably take a moment to strategize.
Here's my thought. I fly up a little bit and I laser the volcano and try and start a lava flow onto their side.
Incredible. I think Chloe will spend the opening moment just kind of Dragon Ball Z charging up with a when you charge up your powers. She's doing the Nova thing.
Yep, which is, in my mind, essentially a free action.
Essentially, yes. I think what she's gonna do actually is just hunker down and like she's gonna make a base and go on the defense.
Okay. All right. So I will try and force them towards us so we can attack from strength with your base. Then I think that works.
Sounds great. Yeah. She'll charge up, and then after that, maybe do a moat. But I'm gonna have to roll for it.
All right. I'm gonna just fly up and start lasering the other side of the volcano and try and get a lava flow going towards them.
Incredible.
Okay, so I think for you, Paragon, that is going to be an Unleash Your Powers roll.
All right.
So please roll plus Freak unless you have something else for that.
Now
I'll just hit my charge up button.
Yep.
Bap.
a miss.
Oh no!
Okay.
Who could have expected this with no conditions?
Well, no, so that's Kevin's thing of... That was his roll.
Mhm.
Oh no!
We haven't seen your charge up roll yet.
Didn't go. You know what? I might need to. Oh, there's a input value. I do not have a bonus or a penalty. Never mind. That was a hit.
Okay, so you get your 3 burn, but mark a condition. And gosh, Kevin, so you'll get to mark potential for that, as you do on misses. But I think you are still a bit unsteady with your new powers. They're not quite as instinctual as you were maybe expecting them to be. And also, there's all the heat from the volcano, so it's throwing off your flight. So you end up shooting way up above, and your laser eyes go wide and don't hit the lava, and instead skim near where you can see the other team, but now they can very obviously see you flying way up above on your own.
All right.
All right. Do we have a team name for Fragment and Corvid?
Something about the flexible squad.
Dude, I
Oh
was gonna
god.
say those hoes over there.
Guys, the kittens are in the bathtub. I repeat, the kittens are in the bathtub. That's adorable.
You can think about the team name
Yeah.
later, but so the two of you see Kevin is now flying way up above and seems ever slightly off balance. What do the two of you do?
Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up.
Okay. Do you want to take? Which one do you want to take? No, you don't. We could just stay in the air, and Chloe can't do shit.
I love that. Are you fireproof? I'm not fireproof.
No.
You do lasers. You're not? Okay. I'm gonna do that. You do something else. I'm gonna try and cast a spell to make us immune to heat. I'm going to say, in Dutch, Quartz meets its Steamstruck. And I'm going to try and make us immune to heat. It means a thermometer, but it's a palindrome, so.
Gotcha. So I believe that's gonna be an unleash your powers.
Am I perhaps barreling through an insurmountable barrier? Probably not.
No, you're not in the
Okay.
lava yet.
I will if this works. Can I roll? I can roll in person, right? That's allowed, right?
If you want.
Okay, you can see this. I roll. Okay, that's only an 8, but plus freak is a -1, 7.
Okay, still a success. So you can either mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I will mark a condition, baby, because I would like to be immune to heat for sure. Especially if our opponents do not know that we're immune to heat. That would be superb. I'm gonna mark afraid, I guess. Cause like, holy shit, we're in a volcano, baby.
Okay,
Take it away, LB.
So the intent is for that to cover the both of you?
Yes. She picked me up, so spellcast, I touching her, wind cast, so we are both immune, yes. I'm afraid, because I hope that worked.
Maybe it did. Okay, let's see. So now what's gonna happen? Let me go ahead and roll a D100. Ooh, okay.
If I just made us immune to heat and we're leaving a volcano, I'm gonna be so pissed. Also, wait, LB didn't get to do anything but pick me up.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chloe did a like half thing for her turn, and Kevin did a thing. You made the two of you immune to heat, and Subrina has positioned you. I'd say that's about equal.
There. Sorry, LB.
Fine.
So, as the two of you fly up and kind of, I assume, get to about the same level as Kevin, there is actually suddenly a surge from the lava underneath you as it just gouts way up. None of you are hit by the lava, but it also puts out a whole bunch of smoke and stuff, so you are now both obscured from each other. All right, back to Thoughts Go Zoom. And Chloe.
Chloe, when she charged up her powers, marked guilty because she immediately remembers that she wanted to scale back on using her powers, and here she is using her powers immediately.
It's been a few days.
She will. We're still in a volcano, yes?
Yep. And there's just been an enormous eruption of lava and smoke.
All right. Then she's gonna make that. She's gonna make that moat protect us from the lava.
All right. So spending one of your burn to do the moat.
Yeah.
And how does it look for you in this case, given that you are plant-based on a volcano?
I think she forms up like a just like the normal vines at first, and then they immediately start to wither and burn. And like she sits there for a second, and then just like more aggressively like forms more plants, which sort of like dig up the earth to try and like push like rocks and stuff in the way of the lava.
Okay.
And sort of try to fireproof themselves a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you are fairly confident now that you have a little shield wall that would withstand lava and potentially other threats. All right. Subrina, what you doing as you've got Roz Princess carried in your arm? How are you holding her?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh! I was picturing like I was dangling and you were like, "Whoo, but that's way better." Strong.
Yeah, okay, so there are, I assume, smoke plumes everywhere?
Yep.
And I think Subrina, as Corvid, with the gas mask on, eyes glowing, looks down at Ross and goes, "Do you trust me?"
Absolutely.
All right. Knives out, and she's gonna fly into one of the smoke plumes, and do her shadow transference. And then basically what I want to do is I want to use portal logic to then throw Roz at Kevin.
All right. So let's see. Sabrina's gonna have to roll for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what this is.
I mean, I'm using my powers to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not hitting anybody, so I'm not directly engaging a threat.
But you are forcing Roz to directly engage a threat.
I'm
You
more
are-
like
I
assisting.
can roll to hit.
No, yeah, so Sabrina, please roll to unleash your powers.
Okay.
Especially because you are bringing another person through the shadows with you, which makes it a lot harder.
Oh no!
Okay, so you get to mark potential. And I think what happens is,
Please don't splinch me.
Sabrina, you go through the shadows. Fragment does not.
She gets to the other side, it's just like, what?
You trust me? Absolutely.
So Sabrina like just shows up in front of Kevin, like, well, a bit away from Kevin, but she's like, hey.
Distant screaming as Roz is falling towards the volcano.
All right. Okay, let me roll another D100. Ooh, okay. Here is what happens. Oh, that's not a great fantasy name generator. You're giving me names for battle arenas, not things for a battle arena. But so, Roz, you are suddenly find yourself falling, plummeting, some might say, towards the lava. You're 93% certain that your spell is gonna work, but that's not 100%. And as you are falling, there is you notice off to the side that wheel has popped up again, and it is spinning, and it settles on underwater. And so you are falling, and suddenly you're not, as you were all just in water, and it seems like the room has suddenly filled up in an instant with water. Seems about the clarity of a swimming pool, so fairly visible to see. The remnants of the volcano are fizzling out. Though, Chloe, you do still have, now instead it's like, you've got a whole bunch of seaweed that is grouped together to be your moat wall. But we now have, so we've got Chloe down on the bottom, and there is kind of a sandy bottom. Roz is between Chloe and Kevin and Subrina, who are up above face to face. All right, team thoughts go Zoom.
All right. Does it look like there's an above water, or is this just water for infinity and then also a ground?
Yeah, there is an up above the water, but it would take you are much closer to the bottom than you are to the surface. And I will say this: you all know that like there are safety precautions in place, that you aren't going to drown. And given how quickly this rotated, you imagine you probably have a short amount of time before you will not be underwater. So just got to hold your breath for a little bit.
All right. I'm just gonna punch Sabrina, I guess.
Okay.
And she's right there.
Yeah, that's going to be roll to directly engage a threat.
A bit.
Okay. So that's a 9, which is good. So you get to pick one to resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think I want to create an opportunity for my ally. I think I want to just kind of fly above and hit her straight down towards the moat.
Okay. So yeah, this is gonna happen. And so what's gonna happen here is because you didn't resist or avoid her blows, Sabrina, how are you getting a counter hit in before you are sent shooting down?
I think Sabrina is going to like see Kevin coming towards her and understand that, oh, we're underwater. It's kind of like, it's not like he has to swim. Like, we fly, that's what we do. And she's like, oh shit. So she's gonna just do sort of like a flash of her helikinesis. So like a bright green flash as he hits to kind of like blind him for a minute.
Okay. So here's how that trade-off is going to work. Kevin, you are going to mark a condition for that, but Sabrina, you are going to roll to take a powerful blow as you just get pummeled down in towards the bottom. And your choice of conditions, Kevin.
Marking guilty.
Fucking guilty.
Okay, that's good for Sabrina. Of one roll you want low, so you, what's it say? You stand strong. Mark potential as normal and say how you weather the blow.
I think as Sabrina, the water just kind of helps to this advantage, and as she descends, you see her body changing and transforming, and she is turning into a shark.
So, Chloe, it appears that your good buddy and teammate Kevin has delivered a shark to you express.
Excellent. Because it's quite the coincidence, because under the water, Chloe's surrounded by her moat of kelp and seaweed. She looks similar to an octopus, I think, as she begins to float up into the water with that kelp just like waving around her. And she's gonna reach out those tentacles and wrap around that shark as she uses another burn to snatch something the size of a person within view.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, Sabrina, you nimbly and gracefully managed to circumvent Kevin's blow. Think you're heading towards Chloe, and it's like, oh, I'll just swim around the kelp. And the kelp suddenly lashes out and wraps all around you. So that will now give, because that was kind of both of you going, we'll now have both Roz and Sabrina go.
Nice. Do you mind if I go? Okay, I'm going to, surprise, cast another spell because I was descending and I'm, approaching the octopus moat and the shark friend. So I'm gonna attempt to do some magic, which is a bummer because I have a palindrome for this, but we're underwater, so I'm gonna do some instead of verbs. But I'm gonna try and boil the water where Chloe is.
Okay. I think this is going to be, given the intent of the action, this is directly engage a threat.
Okay.
So that means danger unless you've got something else for it.
Nope, that's for defending. And when I directly engage someone who has no influence over me, okay, I can always choose an additional option. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, even on a miss. Fantastic. Okay, wait. Okay, that's a 7. So it's a 7 total
Okay.
because I have a +2, but I also have a -2 because I'm afraid because I'm a dummy and I chose afraid in a fight.
Yeah, I mean
Dummy.
that'll happen. Okay, but so with your thing, you still get to choose 2.
Okay, yes. I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies because there's a shark in there. There's a shark in there. Hit me with your best shot. I'm gonna try and take something from them.
Okay.
Can I take her moat? Can I literally boil the leaves? Because I know it's one of her moves, so that feels cheap.
Well,
So maybe not.
So I believe the wording on the moat is it stands strong against most things unless hold back threats as long as you keep your attention on it. The GM may call for you to spend another burn if the barrier is threatened by particularly powerful enemies. So I will say that
To be fair, my attention has wavered as I reached out to snatch a shark.
yes, so you can spend another burn to keep the moat up again, or I will say that this assault will burn away the moat.
I'll let her take it.
Thanks, baby.
All right.
Also, we're immune to heat, so this wouldn't hurt Shark. Subrina? That's my plan. Take it away.
All right, Sabrina, it's your turn. You have been brought very close to Chloe and were wrapped up in so much seaweed, but now the seaweed has kind of burnt away. And so now there's just Chloe there, Hemlock before you, and you are a shark.
All right, I am going to. I'm gonna attack Chloe with sharky teeth. They're dulled.
Nom nom nom.
So you're gonna gum at Chloe?
Well, I'm gonna. I don't want to actually tear her apart, you know.
Yeah. What is that face?
Well, I was thinking, there's no bludgeoning damage, but I can't I wonder.
I mean,
No.
you're a shapeshifter. Your
Yeah.
teeth can be whatever you want them to be.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking about instead of. No.
Just
no.
grab her and then shake. Like a dog.
Like a dog? No, I'm actually thinking. No, never mind. No, I was gonna turn into a whale and then just enclose her in my mouth and just keep her locked away.
Okay,
But
so
at least then you would have air.
This is strangely biblical.
But no, I'm going to nom nom.
okay,
Oh, no.
please roll plus danger as you nom nom, as you directly engage a threat.
All right. I get a +1 because I have influence over her, right?
Yep,
Okay.
correct.
So that's an 8.
Okay, which does not change the results. You get to pick one from the list.
I'm sorry.
Everyone just watches LB eats and chews.
It's a very good strawberry. I'm going to take something from them, and I want it to be just for this moment, not like a forever thing. I want to take away her sight, so I want to chomp on her from this side. So this part of her body is in my mouth.
Oh, that's really funny.
All right.
She's doing gator rolls
Mm.
to confuse you.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes. Chloe, you suddenly find yourself without your kelp, and there's now a shark that you are halfway down the gullet of. But let's see. Given that Sabrina did not opt to resist or avoid your blows, is there some kind of counterattack you get in this moment?
Who, me?
Yes.
I'm inside a shark now and I can still make vines. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of vines inside her mouth
Okay.
until she bit off more than she can chew.
Yep. So you've now got
You're gonna make me floss?
you've got seaweed spaghetti in your mouth, and you spun too much up around your fork and can't chew through it all.
Do
quite so
sharks
easily.
have taste buds?
Oh.
I doubt it. Well, maybe. I don't know. Because I hear that sharks don't like the taste of humans. Maybe not in the same way we do.
Yeah.
They
so
do.
They do have taste buds.
Do they have tongues?
Yes. They also have an exceptional sense of smell, and as we all know.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, smell and taste are
I want to see a
together.
shark tongue now.
My seaweed has been boiled, which means that you've got a mouthful of kombu.
Oddly good.
Yeah, so it probably doesn't taste terrible, but
Yeah.
now it is extremely uncomfortable for you. And I will say that you have a -1 on your next roll. Okay, let me roll the good old D100. Whoops. Forgot a bracket. Okay. Ooh, okay, so 76. So what happens here is the kind of floating in the water again, that wheel pops up and is spinning, and it settles on a forest. And you find yourselves all kind of appearing in some redwoods, not too dissimilar from the forests that actually are near Port Arbor. And so you find yourselves in the woods. So, Chloe, you are back on the ground. You are not. You and Subrina suddenly topple over before you have a chance to adjust from the water. Kevin, you are still flying, and Roz, I think you have found yourself on a tree branch that is supporting you.
I was like, I resume falling.
No, so you are still kind of up there, but on less less stable footing. All right, that takes us back to Team Thoughts Go Zoom.
Do you have a way to get yourself out of a shark mouth, or would you like help?
I feel like I'm in progress of doing that, but if you'd like to help, I'm not against it.
Yes, just ignore me. Carry on.
Yeah, that's my thought. Is I don't like this person who keeps casting magic. So
Don't worry about me. It's fine.
I forgot the #1 rule of fighting is geek the mage.
Take down the caster!
And
I only can't fly, and I'm not tough like Sabrina. Just ignore me.
I am not a threat to you.
I think I'm just gonna fly straight at Roz and try and get like a shoulder check and bring her into the air.
No.
Okay, this sounds like you are directly engaging the threat, so please roll plus danger.
I would like it known while Kevin's flying toward me, Ross is like, Kevin, no, Kevin, no, Kevin, no, don't.
Oh, I love it.
And we get a +1 from having
Influence over each
influence?
other, yes. We should be
Alright.
remembering that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Still just a regular hit.
Yep, so you get to pick one from the list.
All right. This is directly engaged. Just keep that pulled up. All right. All right. I think impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think you did.
Okay. So yeah, you rush at Roz, who is like, no, and you barrel through, and with her, the tree that she was in gets knocked over from the force of this. Roz, it does not feel great, as you're just, and it's not great for Kevin either, as you're just branches thwacking you in the face, but you are slightly more prepared for this and certainly more in control of your trajectory as this happens. So,
May I respond?
well, first I think I need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
Ah! Ah, damn. You know, I used to have a move for this.
But then
This will be the first time I would have gotten to use it. Damn it. It's fine. Okay. Mark
Yeah.
of blows? How does this do?
you roll
Conditions.
plus conditions marked.
And you want to roll low.
Correct.
Of course. Okay, so that's an 8 total.
Okay. Not as bad as it could be. On a 7 to 9, you choose one. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions.
So many conditions. Okay, I don't influence Kevin currently. No, I do! I do! Oh, Kevin, oh, buddy. I'm gonna lash out verbally and influence with my influence on Kevin.
Also, this is taking advantage of your well, now I'm trying to decide, would I make this permanent given the kind of scenario of this? I will say for the rest of this encounter, you do not have influence over him if you choose to do this, but you'll get it back after.
Oh, I choose to do this.
Okay, so when you take it, so yeah, I'm trying to think if Kevin gets a chance to reject your influence from this.
Do I still mark a condition? How does this work?
No. So I think because this is from, well, so I think the intent of this would be that you would have to do this to Subrina anyway. So because she is your teammate in this instance and not Kevin. So what I will say is, Kevin, you can roll to reject someone's influence to resist this.
I was like, I don't want to yell at Sabrina. She's doing a great job. Sharkbrina.
Death rolling on the ground.
And I believe it is just a button on the side under the labels to reject someone's influence.
Yes.
So as Kevin is doing that, what
I
are you
think of
saying
something.
to?
I was just gonna say, yeah, I need to think of something to say. Because I was like, Kevin, no, Kevin, no, Kevin, no. Blood dramatically out of the corner of the mouth. I found friends.
Okay, but Kevin did roll a 7, so on a hit you successfully hold to yourself and tune them out. On a 7 to 9, you choose one to clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong.
Damn
Shift
it.
one label up and one label down, your choice, or cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
I'm clearing a condition. I no longer feel guilty.
Wow. Wow. Roz will remember this.
All right. Gosh. But so you do still get your counter because Kevin did not resist or avoid your blows.
Okay, so go with me on this. We're flying through the air, going through branches and shit. One of the times when we hit branch, I don't know, I was gonna say that she like just pops into pieces after getting hit because she's detachable. She's TDK. And so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try and as the pieces are like in that moment of surprise, I'm like, oh no, I blew her apart. Maybe it's the next time they like go through a particularly hefty branch or something. I'm gonna try and stab him, just like my popped out hand with a sword. I'm gonna try and like, pew.
Okay. So yeah, I think this is ultimately going to cause Kevin to suffer another condition. So it's good that you just cleared one because you took another one. But
I thought we were friends. Stab.
literally stab in the back.
Yeah. Good luck,
Okay.
Sharkbrina.
Yep. Let me roll a 1d100 as we are back to the environment. Okay. With a 20.
Wait, did Chloe and I didn't go?
Well, that's because it's, one person from each team environment, one person from each team environment.
Oh,
Yep. So the environment here, suddenly bees. There are bees everywhere. So everyone is going to have a -1 to their next roll.
do I have -2 then?
Yep.
Okay.
So just as you all are barreling through the terrain, you realize, oh, you are disturbing an enormous number of beehives that were in these trees. Okay, but now we are back over to Chloe. You are still inside a shark mouth, but you are now not underwater.
Yeah, I think my plan at this point is to use the vines that I have bolstered inside of Shark Mouth to just toss Shark off self. Just go away now.
Okay. Yeah, I will say that you are trying to think if you can just do that, or if there's something else you need to do in this moment. Yeah, I'm gonna say that, especially now that you're in a forest and surrounded by nature, that you can just pop her off you. No, I'm not gonna phrase it that way. So you can easily remove the Subrina shark from around you. And so there is now Shark Brina flopping on the ground, and you can still do another action. As you kind of notice off to the side, Kevin and Roz are tearing through trees, flying away, but also now there are bees everywhere, and you think maybe you should have stayed inside the shark. There weren't bees inside the shark.
That's fine. I'd like to make another moat to contain the bees with the shark.
Fucking rude. I was gonna say, not the bees. Am I remembering incorrectly? Isn't Chloe allergic to bees?
She's allergic to a lot of things.
Okay.
I don't remember if she's allergic to bees.
I feel like I remember something from like the first episode, but I could be remembering incorrectly.
These are also simulated bees.
That's fair.
Unless we want to like simulate anaphylactic shock as well.
That would start to get a bit too advanced, I think. Okay, so Subrina, you find yourself as a shark on a forest floor, and now there is a supreme concentration of bees around you, and they do not seem to be going away.
I think the shark says, "Who turned the shuffle mode on extra fast?" And she is going to shapeshift into a bear. I'm gonna say a grizzly. So big old chocolatey bear. And I think Sabrina is gonna try to like tackle Chloe and cover her, because Chloe allergic to bees, bad scenario. Also, we're friends. I don't want Chloe to die.
That's so sweet.
I think that's just her first thought, and that's what she would do.
Okay, though, clarify something for me. My understanding, Chloe, was that you had put Subrina in a moat without you in the moat.
Mm-hmm.
I did. That was my intention.
Yeah. I think that Sabrina is going to try to exit the moat to get to Chloe to then protect her from not bees.
Okay.
Bees, bears, Battlestar Galactica.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have the -2 from the bees and the previous debuff. If you have influence over Chloe, you get a +1 to target her. But I will also say you are trapped in the moat, so that is going to be another -1. So you are still at net -2 for this roll.
Okay. Let's go. That's an 11.
Okay. So, Chloe, you are fairly confident. You're back in your element. You've got like a cage of vines around, first the shark, and then she turns into a grizzly bear, and then suddenly the grizzly bear just tears through your cage like it's nothing. And comes
There is a
barreling towards you.
Barreling. There is a look of panic and concern on her face, and she's like, ah! And then just like falls on top of you, and you feel the legs and arms kind of close over you.
Like at the last second, Chloe tries to run, but just
there is just there's a heavy breath, and she's like, it's gonna be okay.
So we've got Kevin and Roz flying through the air, stabbing each other in the back. Meanwhile, we have Sabrina going mama bear on Chloe.
It's just turning red.
All right. Okay, let me roll another D100 here. Another 20. Well, I can't very well do bees again. Unless.
Mega
More
bees.
Well, so the bees are still there.
Rival bee colony. Bee war.
Gosh. Yeah, no, I think now in addition to bees, there are also wasps and yellow jackets and hornets and just the real assholes. So everyone is gonna mark a condition from this.
Oh. I was gonna say it's hive mind. Hive mind joined the fray. But this is fine. I'm angry now.
All right.
I'm taking insecure.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah. Just briefly, by a show of fingers, how many conditions does everyone have? Okay.
Hell yes.
Clearly, I need to inflict more.
No!
Okay. This brings us back around to Chloe and Kevin. And the bees are still there for flavor, but that was a -1 forward, not ongoing.
Okay. So Roz is in pieces, and one of those pieces just stabbed me in the back.
I imagine you've probably still got like her torso in her head.
Oh no, the
Okay.
head popped off. Goodbye.
Okay. Do I see the head?
You can roll to assess the situation.
Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of bees, man.
I guess the torso, hitting the torso would still hurt. So yeah, I'm just gonna like spike the torso into the ground as hard as I can.
Okay. Gosh, new Kevin is brutal.
Old Kevin was very brutal.
Yeah,
True.
that's fair.
It's
He was-
true.
It's just now you can see the expression on his face as he does horrible things.
I think it's fairly blank. I'm imagining Kevin like not moving a lot. He's using a lot of flight and like doesn't have a lot of facial expression.
Yeah,
not-
I mean,
he's
it
not
makes
very
sense.
used
to
Not
it.
to doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So it's
I
still
love
just
it.
like Kevin flies straight at you,
With a dead
like he's
expression.
standing up.
Just straight up.
Keep up, like it's spirited away when she's like yanked from the corner.
Yeah. He's coming right for you.
Okay. This does sound like it's a directly engage a threat roll.
Hmm.
You think?
Alright.
He's spiking my body into the dirt.
And
So if the head's disconnected, does the rest of your body have the nerves to feel pain?
Magic.
Yeah, because they've still got to be able to do stuff.
It works on Bluetooth.
that's a miss.
Ooh, okay. So,
Huzzah!
so you mark potential. Gosh. And yeah, I'm basically gonna give Roz a counterattack here as well.
Huzzah! Okay. Okay. So, okay. Let's see. Well, this is the first thing I thought of, so we're gonna do it. He attempts to spike my torso. My hand holding a sword is still, I don't know, in his back? Who knows? I'm gonna basically just rubber band my parts back together as he tries to spike all of me, and I'm going to hang on and
Okay.
cast a spell that buries us in the ground. So he's gonna spike both of us, is my intent.
Okay. Yeah, and
Oh no, where's my palindrome?
as you search for that, I think this is gonna have Kevin roll to take a powerful blow as you completely whiff this attack and it gets turned around on you.
All right. Oh no! Full hit.
Oh boy.
That's bad.
Yep.
Oh,
On a 10
no.
plus, you must choose one. You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or choose 2 from the 7 to 9 list.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, honey, I'm
Hmm.
taking guilty, like, ASAP, honey.
And again, the 7 to 9 options are lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action using your influence to inflict a condition, or no, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
All right. I think I'm gonna go. It seems the most fun option is you lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. I think that's the most fun option.
Yep. Okay.
R.I.P. me.
So I think as you are plummeting and get slammed into the ground, it's almost like your lasers get squeezed out of you, but not just from your eyes, from like the tips of your fingers, from your mouth. It's, from just all over the place, and essentially like the whole battlefield is leveled in a moment as these lasers just tear through everything, and everyone is going to take another condition as you all get raked by these lasers.
Ouch.
Does Chloe?
I will say you can roll to defend her again and prevent her from getting hit, but if you fail, then she will.
I'm
also
so
take
bad at
lasers.
fighting my friends.
Can't believe my ship is sailing so well today.
Do I still have the -1?
No, those.
Okay, because
those
I
are
had 2
clear.
-1s before, and then
But
I
those
don't.
were both
For
forwards.
the thing. Okay. That's a 9.
Okay. When you defend someone on a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
I think I'm pretty exposed to danger. My butt's up in the air.
Okay, so you are essentially going to take an additional condition. Well, up to you. You can either mark 2 conditions total, or you can roll to take a powerful blow.
I'll just mark 2 conditions. Thanks.
Okay, but Chloe does not take a condition as the mama bear once again protects her.
This is the part where we're losing the fight.
Okay.
Do
So
I
that-
take a condition for my
Yes.
losing the
Yeah.
control? Okay.
Yeah, as you just like almost not. Oh,
Oops. I meant to
uh,
mute. I'm so sorry.
but for you, Kevin, it is expelling this much laser energy at once hurts and burns and is painful. So that is where your condition is coming from.
Okay.
So that was just Kevin's turn. Now it's over to Roz and Sabrina for this round.
Do you mind?
Go for it.
Okay, I think Sabrina is going to like get hit by this thing, look up and see what's going on. Be like, oh
All the
shit.
trees are gone.
Yeah, actually, because this is, we don't know what Kevin can do, and Kevin doesn't know what he can do either, so Sabrina is going to, the bear stands very quickly, shoots up into the air, and I'm going to try to, like, I'm going to turn back into Corbin, but I'm going to try to, like, take him out of the sky, basically, like...
Well, so
Like,
he
he-
and Roz have been slammed into the ground
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, so she's going to, like, grab him and, like, hit him into a tree and try and knock him out because, like, I don't know if he's, like, lost control or, like, what's happening.
Yeah. Okay. This sounds like you are directly engaging the threat here.
I am... I'm just checking.
Can I assist?
We'll see if you need to.
Okay.
Oh my god! Gabagoo! What did I roll? I
Snake
rolled
eyes.
the double ones!
You got the worst roll that you could. Okay, so similarly to what happened here is So you go, you pick Kevin up, and you are carrying him, and he is still emitting lasers. He's like a disco ball right now, and it is extremely painful to hold him.
Oh.
And so I will say, I will say if you want to accomplish what you were trying to accomplish and put him out of the fight for this, you will have to also roll to take a powerful blow. Or you can just
I will have to roll to take a powerful blow?
Yep, as you are carrying this, you are just holding lasers at this point, it feels like. Or you can let him go and just take a condition from the brief time you are carrying him.
I would still like to try and do it.
Okay, so
this is gonna go terribly.
The both of you will roll to take a powerful blow in this case.
Okay.
I am trying to end this by having you all roll this so much.
I hate it. Thanks.
Okay, so okay, that's an 8 from Kevin and a 10 for Subrina.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kevin, you pick one from the list, lash out verbally, you give ground, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions. And Sabrina, you have either remove yourself from the situation, you lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or you pick 2 from that list.
Okay. I think this is gonna knock Sabrina out. I think they make contact with the tree and Sabrina just like rolls and like unconscious. And I think that as that happens, she transforms back into her. I mean, like when she's unconscious, she turns back into her alien form. So it's just like the flop of this alien.
Yeah. And Kevin, what about you?
I'm gonna take the 2 conditions, which will fill up my track. So I assume I'm out as well.
Once you, let me double check, but I believe once you hit 5 conditions, you have to remove yourself from the scene, from the situation.
Yeah, I think I just go unconscious as well.
Yeah, and so the lasers stop. And so, Chloe and Roz, you see your friends over there have just like shot to the side, and then they're both just lying there unconscious off in the distance.
Yeah, Roz,
I think
crispy, sits up out of a crater, smoking.
I think that Chloe, having not noticed exactly what has happened just yet, like pushes herself out of the dirt and is like, Sabrina, you don't have to. Oh.
I think we're done.
Yeah, we good?
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
He's strong. He shoots lasers. He can fly. I think we did what we came for.
Yeah, like cut the feed. No more simulation.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So the wheel pops up to start spinning again, but as you are saying, like, cancel timeout, you give the safe words. The wheel changes from all the different things into just like one big thing on the wheel, just simulation ending, and like the confetti falls back up through the air, and like the reverse sound effects from the confetti earlier.
I thought that you were just gonna say like at the end it was just like boo.
But
You did it fine.
the whatchamacallit, the simulation ends. You see that Sabrina and Kevin are both kind of passed out up against one wall of the peril parlor, and like the room looks fine. It looks unfazed now, but your friends are still over there. Yes, Roz.
Can I heal them, or at least bring them to consciousness?
Yeah. So, so yeah, you can go over there and do that. You're not going to need to roll for it unless you would like to potentially have them not get healed, but also
no, I would
maybe
not
get
like
potential.
That. Thanks. No. Well, no.
So we will say that after a short amount of time, because there are obviously things in place for if people have a rough training session, that you two are very quickly brought back. You all can, clear whatever conditions you took. Roz, you have influence over Kevin again. Reset your conditions. So Chloe, you can mark guilty and you can toss that piece of paper so that you are not confused and
still using
ashamed
this
by it
paper.
later.
I'm still using it. I'm gonna have to keep
Well,
it.
Maybe cross out the guilty. And I believe someone else had a condition at the start of it.
I had insecure.
All right. Let's see. I will remind you all that you do have sharing vulnerabilities and triumphant moments with each other that you can do for stuff.
Yeah,
And
I think as soon as Subrina comes to, she'll like, is Kevin okay?
I feel like you guys both come to consciousness at the same time.
Yeah. Kevin, did you lose control of your powers?
It sure seems like it. I didn't mean to do that. Also didn't know lasers could come from my hands and stuff.
Well, I guess it's good.
Is
that we
everyone else
checked,
all
huh?
right? That's probably the better question.
I think so.
Is healing burns of self? Anything Chloe might have? Yeah, I think we're fine.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Sabrina knocked me down and there was a bunch of bees around.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure those bees aren't real.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's probably true. Sorry, I know that you have the allergy and I didn't want you to like.
That's really sweet. Totally get it.
It's really good reaction time.
Thanks. I think it was just kind of a instinct. I'm sorry if I scared you. I know I was a bear.
Well, you know what? It was good practice for in case I ever get attacked by a bear.
Good.
We did fight a bear.
Yeah. Anyways.
Kevin, that was rad. And that hurt a lot, which is really rad. No hard feelings.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'll shake hands. That was a good stab in the back you got in there. I wasn't expecting that.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nah. Get it? Because she's actually Spanish.
She's Spanish.
Yeah.
I think that was a very fruitful exercise.
Yeah, I think we learned a lot from that.
Mhm.
Let's not do it again.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not never, but like, I feel I'm good. I'm good for now.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I think maybe Kevin training, I mean, with just one of us in a safe, like controlled environment where it's more like just tests than like fighting was, honestly probably not our best idea overall. Just
Yeah, maybe like all of us as a team versus a threat together,
right,
would be more comfortable.
right. I'm sorry I bit you as a shark, Chloe.
That's okay. It didn't really hurt.
Good. I dulled the teeth.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay.
I appreciated that a lot.
I'm sorry I boiled you in your kelp.
That's also okay. That's what you're supposed to do in a fight. You did super great. And as she's saying this, like, you guys could probably like notice that she was definitely holding back in that fight.
Yeah.
She didn't use her like vitality absorption powers at all.
Yeah. Noticed.
It's
Yeah.
clear Kevin didn't hold back there.
Yes.
No.
What? Nah.
That was a calculated move by Chloe to be on Kevin's team because she knew he wouldn't hold back and she was going to.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, did I take that perhaps a little too seriously?
No,
Yeah,
no,
getting
no.
the
I mean,
feel.
It was the point. That was literally
Yeah. Yeah, we needed to see what you could do, and now we know, and we know the precautions to take.
Honestly, I guess we just didn't really know that you had that in you. I mean, like, powers wise, we kind of knew that you were powerful, but like, wow, you just really went for it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how I know how to fight, is to just just throw myself at stuff and hit them. Like
Yeah.
the
did.
telekinesis
You
is
did.
relatively new, and now it's gone. So it's just back to how I always used to
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
I can
I
imagine
think we
that
can
being a lot
call-
more straightforward.
I think we can call that combo move Disco Danger or Danger Disco, where you like laser. Well, you can fly too, so it's not really a combo move. I mean, we'll think about it. We'll workshop it. I think we have some really good potential for some combos.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
thinking about you two's team name.
Uh-huh.
Chloe says, pointing to Sabrina and Roz. What do you think of like refractors? Because like you're all about light and you're all about
Oh.
mirrors.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Good job. Well done.
I really like that.
I'm tired. I hurt everywhere.
Yep.
And I did lose consciousness, so I think that's I'm okay to
Mar-
be done for the
Yeah,
day.
What do you
are
think
okay to go to
of-
sleep, though. I did take that edge off.
Yeah.
How about
thank you.
how about Froyo?
I think I'm supposed to work like 30 minutes ago.
So Froyo, right?
Froyo? Yep. I'm gonna try one of the acai bowls. Those looked really good.
Maybe like nurse's office first and then Froyo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we have Froyo before we came here?
Yes, we did.
I need more Froyo.
Brilliant.
Teenagers recharge on Froyo.
Uh-huh.
Endless Froyo. I haven't slurped anybody in weeks. Do you realize how difficult this is for me?
Aw.
But as you all prepare to leave, coming on over the intercoms, there's Buzz and just a. Y'all really need to. I mean, good job, but you need to maybe. Next time, definitely work together against a foe. And you look up to the control booth and you see Umberjack, as well as a couple of the other knights and one or two other paladins were there watching the fight.
Oh.
Hi. Let's leave. Oh my god, everyone's seen me as my they all saw me in my normal form. Sabrina.
Literally backstab.
None of them
Literally
seem to
backstab.
care when I was a giant bug guy. I think you're all right.
Ugh, it's just so embarrassing. I don't normally like to show people.
Listen, if anybody asks, that was just another one of your shapeshifts.
Yeah, a stress response. It was just a stress response.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can
Like
do
when you crack your screen and like the weird shapes show up, like
Not that you're weird.
no, but like
no,
you know what
it
I
is
mean?
weird. I know.
Ooh, this is not what he meant.
I have 4 arms and I guess I have
It's great
2
for hugging.
arms and 2 legs and 2 that can do both.
Yeah, I mean,
Versatile.
Plus no mouth.
I think
Oh.
if you total the
Overrated.
number of creatures on Earth, most of them have 6 limbs, right? If it's just a pure number.
Oh,
Yeah, if
Scenario.
you just average it like across every life form on Earth, that's actually like a normal amount of limbs.
True.
I was gonna say something really insensitive, just as an instinct, like, but bugs are gross. But that is insensitive to Kevin, and Sabrina would never say that.
Kevin's not a bug anymore.
Well, not anymore, but he was. And
What does saying hurtful things get you in masks? That gets you something, right?
I think Sabrina is, she's still quite embarrassed. And I think she's, I don't know.
Ross is gonna summon a big old parasol magically. And just like, we're just gonna so no one can see us as we leave.
Oh, I thought she was
Don't
just gonna
look at us.
she's just gonna reverse Mary Poppins her way out of there. Just like, bye.
Specifically, like, I don't know, just specifically Sabrina to make sure like no one's looking at her or
Oh,
she can't
yeah.
feel any watching eyes or anything.
That'd be nice. Thank you. She appreciates that.
All right, so probably about time for us to take our break. But before we forget, in and amongst all that, did any of you either trigger your team moves, or would you like to attempt to roll just a comfort and support someone?
Oh, I didn't do any of that.
Yeah. No,
Nothing I
you
said
tried
was
to remind
pertinent.
us.
Yeah. Nothing I said could be even tangentially construed as anything.
Well,
Yeah.
so if,
Yeah,
if
I was
you
not
didn't
very
get
helpful
any of
there.
your, if you did not get any of your team moves, you can still just attempt a comfort or support someone roll.
I
Roll.
comforted and supported Subrina.
Yep. So you can
Yeah.
roll plus mundane.
I'm bad at that.
That's why I said attempt.
Whee! Oh boy. Nah.
Well, you get
Alright.
potential.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
that's sorry.
I'll try and comfort and support.
Yeah,
Also,
I think-
Sabrina, because
I
I,
think
was
we
saying,
all- I think we all
Don't worry about
attempted that.
Yay! Everyone
Alright.
pile the love on our good
None of
friend
us is good at
Subrina.
mundane. Oh dear.
yeah.
Well, Kevin gets some more potential.
Potential.
What the fuck? I'm just gonna say Sabrina feels worse.
Yeah, all three teammates attempted. Mechanically, they did not succeed. It's up to you how you want to take that.
You know, guys, I'm just gonna go hang out with Gareth for a while. I've been practicing guitar, so I'm just gonna go back. Have fun at Froyo, though.
Okay. Text you later?
Yeah.
Okay. Puts magical parasol away.
Sabrina floats down the hallway, goes to the Kirby craft.
I think I fucked that up. I'm gonna tell Vincent I was sick and I'm on my way.
Right. Well, it's about time for us to take a break. We need to refresh ourselves, get water, take meds, get snacks, stretch, maybe adjust the air conditioning as it is still too damn hot where most of us are. So we'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. If you're here hanging out with us live, thank you so much. Please stick with us. We'll be back as soon as we can. If you're watching in the future, you know, you get to just skip ahead. Yay, magic of technology. Woo! Yes, we're gonna take our break here, so we'll be back soon. And BRB. Welcome back, Internet. Glad you're still with us. I hope you're still with us. Did something happen to you? Internet! Internet! Hi. Hello. I don't know what that was. We're back, we're refreshed, and we're ready to go. So we just had all the friends fight each other. That was fun. I mean, it was exciting. I enjoyed it. I hope you all did too. But we're back. We're ready to go. Yeah, 'cause Sabrina went off on her own. She was not feeling so great after reverting to her alien self, and so decided to go be presumably her alien self around Gareth. And so, unless there's something specific that y'all want to do with either Sabrina off on her own or the three of you going to Froyo, we can skip ahead to the next day at school because Kevin's a real boy going to school now.
Yeah, we can skip.
So,
Which, by the way, can we do my move belatedly?
oh yes, right, because we had time pass when Kevin was in the coma, and you have the Janus move. The Janus move. I never know how to say that because it's based on the Roman god, and I
No clue.
never took Latin.
All right, where is it? Oh, roll to see how you're managing on a hit. Okay, so what do I roll though? Oh, it's mundane.
Yes, which
Oh,
is
man.
-2 for you.
Unless once per session I can affirm either my heroic or secret identity, switch that with my mundane. No, I'm gonna let it be bad because I was hanging out with Kevin. So let's see how we do. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 10 minus 2 for an 8.
Okay. So
I don't know what that
on
means.
a 7 to 9, you've lapsed on one obligation, your choice. And your
My job.
obligations. Okay. So, and just as a reminder, well, you tell the folks at home what your 3 aspects of your
Oh.
secret identity are.
Yes. So my 3 obligations are my job at Froyo Consideration, my athletic team that I am a part of, which is fencing, the fencing team, and my popularity at school.
So clearly picking the least important one to lapse on.
And the one that I have canonically just now this session said that I'm being shitty at.
Yeah. So I think you get a call from. Well, first you get a text from Vincent. Vincent. That's just like.
Was it Vincent?
I think it was Vincent.
I think it was Vincent.
Just let me. I'm trying to. Yes, Vincent.
Okay.
You get a text from Vincent that is just like, "Hey, the boss was pretty PO'd at you, but
For
also
being sick?
it kind of sucked that you abandoned again."
The guilt. Oh no.
And then you do get. There is a call from your manager. Do you pick up?
Yes.
Okay. We don't need to RP it
Thank
if
you.
you don't
I don't want to, please.
But essentially it's this is the nth shift that you have ditched on. We are gonna have to figure out whether or not there is a place for you at Froyo consideration moving forward.
Okay. Sweats. Especially since we went and hung out at there.
Yup.
Whoops. Okay, cool. Anyway, thanks.
Okay, but it is the next day at school. The paladins already informed you, Kevin, that they initiated the talk with school, given that they know your situation about not really having actual parental guardian figures at home. They took it upon themselves to explain to the school, like, okay, so Kevin's a little different now. And so you are going to have to spend a chunk of the morning, getting a new student ID and filling out paperwork. And basically, it's maybe not quite so much by the books paperwork, but a lot of the school administration be like, "You're Kevin?" And so, probably some talks with the school counselor of checking in to see how you're doing. Your body's going through a lot of changes. And I think, I think the counselor does hand you a pamphlet about your body going through changes, but it's like very obviously snarky about it and like, okay, this is a bit ridiculous, but maybe there's something in here that is useful for you. Yeah, so we'll say it is at about lunchtime when you are able to meet back up with your classmates. But for some of the rest of you, so we'll go back a little bit to you all arriving at school, presumably greeting Kevin, going with him there, and people, gawking at the new super hot Kevin. And it.
Sabrina's going to arrive to school with blonde hair. But she's still got the goth look on other than that.
Noted. And so, I assume at this point people are generally aware that it's like you three hang out with big bug boy Kevin. Big
Yeah.
Bug Boy isn't there, but there's another guy there, and so as the four of you are making your way into the school, you can see some heads turning and people whispering, and no one comes up to the four of you just yet, but once you all have to split off, Kevin has to go to the administration, and the rest of you go to your lockers and such. Let's see. Roz, you first are greeted by
I swan.
one of
It's a doll.
What did you say?
I said I swanted John if it's another doll, because you just said we
Well-
went to our lockers.
Well, depending on how you define doll, you are greeted by one of your fencing teammates.
Oh my god!
This is Eve. She is one of the seniors also on the fencing team. And she approaches you at the locker and hey, Roz, how's it going?
Oh, hey, yeah, pretty good. How about you?
Good, good. So who was that boy? I mean, I've already heard some of the rumors. Is that Kevin?
Yeah, that's Kevin.
Okay. Kevin's different?
Sure is.
Okay. Huh.
What are your thoughts on that? Because I hung
He's-
out with him all weekend. We had a great time. It was pretty awesome having him back in like a not bug shape. But what are your thoughts? Curiously,
he's-
as a friend.
He's different. I mean, I think it'll be I mean, I imagine some things will be easier for him now.
Like?
I mean, doing no.
Dating,
I don't-
perhaps?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that, but you're the one who hung out with him all weekend.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well,
Why do you ask, Eve? Why do you ask? I've known Kevin a long time.
and I imagine you're excited for him to not be a big metal bug anymore.
I'm happy if he's happy.
That's good. That's good. That sounds like what a friend would do. And so, are you two just friends?
Yes, Eve. We're just friends.
Okay.
The best of friends.
And you see, she does actually look a little bit relieved.
Good. Cool.
Relieved. That's she will then kind of, refocuses on you. Gets a little bit awkward again. Kind of, taps the locker. It's like, well, I guess I will see you at fencing later.
Did
Okay.
you want an introduction or anything, or an opportunity?
No, I was just curious about.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
No, look, you and I are a team on fencing
Mhm.
team.
Yeah, and as a team, and knowing Kevin, if you want to know Kevin.
I just
can
want to
make-
make sure that was Kevin, because I'm used to seeing Big Metal Bug Boy. But
Okay.
so
Okay, you
so
just
that's
let me
Kevin.
know. You just let me know. I'm here for
Okay.
you.
Well, I will be seeing you at fencing
Okay.
later.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, good talk. Yeah, spread the word. That's Kevin. He's not new. He's been here. Don't be weird. He's great. Still
Okay.
good at science.
Okay.
Not a smoothie. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. I'll see you at fencing.
Okay, bye. Don't shake your head at me, David.
Yeah. Gosh, I am uncertain about a thing on Roll20, but I don't want to ask in case spoilers. Let's see. So, gosh, who would approach whom? So I asked this in Discord, and I don't know if any of you thought about this, but aside from gardening club, obviously, and Roz being on fencing, are any of the others of you involved in extracurriculars, clubs, or maybe a job of some sort after school?
I hang out and game with Gareth.
Gardening mostly.
Okay. Anything for you, Kevin?
No, I think I've just been isolated, self-isolated, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is how this will do. So in a parallel to Roz's encounter, approaching you, Subrina, at your locker, comes this boy, you know him to be a junior in the AV club, but you two have talked games a few times. This is Yosef. And he's just come up and, hey, Sabrina, how was your weekend?
Hey, Yosef, it was fine. You know, practicing guitar and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, did you start with Smoke on the Water, or are you? Is that? Sorry if that sounds. I'm sure you're doing great. It's the first song that everyone learns. I want to know if you mastered it yet.
I don't know what that song is.
Oh, well, it is kind of old at this point, but they're still teaching it. I guess there are certain traditions. I don't know, but you got the new game?
Yes, of course.
Cool. Yeah. Did you have much time to play it this weekend, or?
No, I got in a fight with a big laser ball.
Huh? Which game was that in?
In real life.
I didn't know you were a raver.
You're so funny.
Right. Okay. Well. Cool.
You okay?
Yeah. Sorry. Just mental checklist. Game weekend. Right. I'm sure you've probably gotten this a bunch already, but who's that boy? That guy?
I thought you were gonna ask me out. No, that's Kevin.
Oh, that's Kevin?
Uh-huh.
Huh. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get used to him, but I kind of like old Kevin.
I did too. But he looks good now too. I mean, you know, conventional handsomeness.
Absolutely, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
That's Kevin.
That's Kevin. Still the same Kevin, just different body. And chiseled abs, actually.
You've seen his abs, as Yosef kind of blushes a little bit.
Oh, totes! I was there when he came out of his thing.
Oh, wait.
Yes, I've seen all of him.
He just like fully short circuits at that. Okay. That's cool. Is that the bell? The bell is not ringing. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later.
Bye! I think Sabrina's gonna saddle up to Kevin as quickly as possible. Oh boy, it started already!
Yeah. That was weird, right?
Yeah.
Was he gonna ask you out?
He might ask you out.
Sorry, one thing I forgot with Yosef is he has a service dog. He has a little golden retriever that goes along with him.
Oh my god, Sabrina totally talks to the dog.
Yeah, and the dog is, well, so it's expressive, but it's also the thing of like service dogs, when they have the vests on, they know it's time to work and not time to play.
Yeah.
But you know, tail is still wagging a bit as you talk to the dog. And you know, it seems all very expressive and happy to see you.
All right. Yeah, it goes over to Kevin. Yeah, he's just, I think everyone's gonna be super excited about, like really confused about stuff.
I mean, I knew it would happen somewhat, but I didn't expect people to be ambushing all of you in the hallways about it.
You're hot now,
I thought,
Kevin.
like,
Everyone
maybe
wants
in the
to talk to you.
class. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess I more expected people would talk to me. I guess it makes sense that they would want introductions and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people might be nervous to talk to you now, but not because you're like different, because you're super hot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, have you thought about dating anybody? Like in general, not
really.
specifically.
Not overly, no. It's not been a priority for me in the past few years.
Kevin,
hmm
when did you turn into a chrysalis?
When I was 12.
Have you ever kissed somebody?
No, of course not. I was 12. I mean, I did as like a kid, but like as like little kids do and stuff, not in any kind of romantic fashion.
That's so cool.
Is it?
Well, if you need to practice, I'm sure that someone can help you. I mean, I can help you if you want me to. I don't want to like say, oh yeah, Kevin, I can help you. But like, I've done it a few times.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
There's a whole balance of tongue to lip
I'm probably
ratio.
blushing. Didn't expect this conversation to go this way.
Oz, I think, comes up and interrupts and is like, Kevin, I knew this would happen. Gonna be popular. You're already popular. Eve asked me about you.
Or you could kiss Ross.
That
No.
seems too weird.
What?
No,
No.
Yeah,
that's like
that's fair.
We knew each other from ever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Was
You
she
know,
one of
when
the
I
ones that
started
you
walking-
kiss as kids?
You know, when I saw you guys all gathered together in the hall, I thought, hey, maybe I should walk over and participate in this conversation. But now I'm really starting to regret that.
Chloe.
Sorry.
Chloe.
a lot of people are talking to me about who I should kiss and stuff right now. It's weird.
Sorry.
Roz like leans on Chloe.
Why is Roz leaning on me?
Eve asked me about Kevin
Okay, hold on. Eve from fencing class?
from fencing. The tall, willowy blonde with the intense look.
Right, okay. Speaking of, nice hair, Subrina.
Thanks.
Yeah, you look really good.
Thanks. I just felt like doing this today. I thought about coming as someone else, but then my parents said no.
That would be
So-
confusing, especially with Kevin.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you then have to like enroll as a new student if you came as someone else? They don't just let anyone.
I would just tell them it's me. I guess they wouldn't believe me.
No, of course not.
Might
It's
blow
usually
your
not how it
cover.
works.
That's fair. I don't really care about blowing my cover at this point. I mean, like,
Oh my god.
what?
I just remembered. Oh my god, guys.
What?
Okay, my mother's coming.
Wait, what?
Oh, right, that's really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. I got
What-
really distracted with all of the good news and the fun that we had this weekend. I forgot to tell you my mother's coming.
Your mother, your evil mother? Like, what?
Yeah, my super evil international criminal mercenary murder mom.
What,
is
like,
coming.
just to visit? Like, what's
Oh,
going
to pick
on?
me up. She said that
What?
my sabbatical's done. You know, my cute little vacation. I think she called it. Is
It's not a
over.
sabbatical. You left.
I really didn't think that she would. Well, I mean, I kind of thought she'd find me, but I thought that she'd be like, well, oh well, what's one lost daughter, right? No, she's actually coming here. I didn't think she'd come here, but she's coming here. She's coming here.
Did you tell the paladins?
I need to go.
All right. I guess like find my friend on your
Mhm,
phone or something
mhm,
like that,
mhm,
so we can
mhm.
track you if we need to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's really important. Do you want us to go with you?
I don't want all of us to necessarily ditch school on the day that Kevin gets back to school.
Okay. I'll stay with Kevin.
So just Kevin then.
No, I'll stay with Kevin. We need to discuss like hand placement and like there's a lot
Would
to
she-
think about.
Are you gonna coach Kevin through kissing while I'm gone? This is equally traumatic. I want you to know.
Why? He's gonna find out somehow. I'm not gonna do it, but like we're gonna go through the if you want. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to assume, but like it's gonna happen. You're hot now, everyone's gonna want to do it. If you want to do it, then
You know what? I think we should go, Ross.
Yeah, I think we should go.
This sounds like a
What?
really good idea.
We're
But-
leaving.
Would your mom go after you in the middle of class, or would you be safe during school hours?
Oh, Bud, she's. Yes. Who knows? I mean, she's super magical. She's got endless little shadow minions to do her bidding whenever she wants. Could pluck me out of anywhere at any time. And then could
Shadow
fuck me up.
minions?
Yeah, she's got endless little shadow minions. Just
Like
little-
Jebri?
That's what I thought when I first saw Jebri, but it's not. Like, it's different.
Oh, okay.
He's like a whole consciousness. Like, she's got these little. You ever played that old game, Kingdom Hearts? It's like a little heartless.
Whoa, that's super old. That's really retro.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they have like a million games?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the 50th one came out this year.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a prequel somehow or something. I'm not playing those games.
Yeah, before the Heartless. Yeah, so the old ones, when they had the Heartless, that's what they're like.
Yeah, no,
but
this
yeah,
is
so-
supposed to be the one where the timeline turns into a Mobius strip and reconnects back at the beginning.
I haven't followed those. Didn't have video games when I was with my mother.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Do you need to practice kissing? Do you all need to practice kissing?
Oh, honey, I don't need to practice.
Okay, good.
But I do need.
Let's go to
check
the
the Paladin.
Paladins. I feel like they can't help with a lot of things, but they should probably know about this.
Don't you can call them and see what they tell you to do. They might tell you to stay here.
Oh, that's a really good point. I'm still gonna buddy system constantly, forever, all the time.
Yeah.
Now.
Of course.
Yeah,
So Chloe,
and
you
I
want to
don't.
go over here with me to make a phone call?
Sure. Yeah, I don't have any extracurricular activities, so I could
I-
totally shadow you for the day or the year.
I have to
Or-
go do a bunch of paperwork, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Thrilling.
Hmm.
You sure you don't want somebody to help you with that paperwork? She says, looking at Sabrina.
Sabrina, is this why you're always so successful with dates? Do you just offer to kiss people? Is that what I've not been doing? Should I have offered to kiss Eve?
Yeah. So
Do you want to kiss Sabrina?
Just distraught. I'm gonna make that phone call.
Kevin, we don't have to. If you don't want to, I thought I'd offer just because it wouldn't be weird for me.
mhm.
You don't have to think about it now. I'm just saying.
Okay. I will think about it later.
Okay.
Thanks.
Welcome. Plus, I could be anyone you want.
That seems weirder though, too, right? Okay, I'm gonna go do paperwork. Bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
Flips her
And
hair, walks away.
Kevin, as you peel off, and just before you get into the office, this girl who you know to be Anna Jones, who is the captain of the lacrosse team, the girls' lacrosse team, walks up to you, just kind of hand on your chest, and you notice there's a slip of paper there, and says, "Hey, new kid, you should give me a call sometime." Gives you a wink and walks away.
All right.
And you see there is a phone number on the piece of paper.
I will program it into my phone.
I feel like that's such a David response. All right.
My throne. He's been back for like 3 hours. My throne.
I mean, that was smooth as hell. Like, break the touch barrier and give him your phone number at the same time as a greeting?
Hell yeah, Anna. Crushing it.
Totally.
Probably need to have a bit of a conversation with Anna about consent for touching, but she is, that can happen later.
It's high school.
Yeah. Okay, but so then the rest of the day proceeds. Kevin is in administration most of the morning. It drags on more than you want it to with all the paperwork and all the "Are you really Kevin?" But throughout the rest of the day, the rumor mill is already churning, and so the rest of you are fielding questions all day about, is that Kevin? What happened to Kevin? Where's Kevin? What's going on? To the point where when you do get released at lunch to join them, Kevin, you walk into the cafeteria and everyone turns to look at you before it's just like, they suddenly realize, oh wait, and do the thing of like we're not looking at you, and like try and go back to pretending that they're not all watching.
All right. I
Hey,
will
Kevin, over here.
embarrassedly bring my school lunch to very conscious of people staring at me and sit down.
Chloe sort of leans in. Don't worry, they'll calm down after a while.
Told you.
Okay. Yeah, someone did give me a number earlier. It was weird.
Already? Who was it?
Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Was it Eve?
No, it wasn't Eve.
Okay, who was it?
Anna
Oh.
Anna.
from the lacrosse team.
Anna. Oh.
Super buff, super hot. Ooh. Ooh. I was gonna say something that not a high schooler would say. Something about crushing your head with her thighs.
High schoolers would say that.
High schoolers would say that.
Okay.
Absolutely, high schoolers would say that, especially nowadays.
She can crush a normal person's head with her thighs. But probably not yours.
Yeah,
Is
probably
that
not.
supposed
Kevin's.
to be something someone would enjoy?
I mean, some people. Depends on who you are, I guess.
You have to find out what you enjoy.
Got it.
Which could be nothing.
Yeah, can be
Could
nothing.
be not Anna.
Absolutely.
Could be someone else.
Could be no one.
Could be no one.
Or it could be everyone.
Could be everyone.
There's so many possibilities. Drinks,
there's
juice.
So there's a lot of stuff. Okay. This has been a
What's
very
your
helpful
type,
conversation.
Kevin? Tell me about
AB
your
negative.
type.
I mean, juice.
And I will
So
have
what if
to-
Chloe just knows everybody's blood types?
I
Yeah.
like that.
Give Chloe a weird look like I've had blood for like 3 days.
It was on the chart. What?
Yeah, it's
just
just,
looked.
you know. I don't like looking people in the face, so I read stuff, okay?
Trying to think if we can make that a shirt. I've had blood for 3 days. I don't know what my type is.
Really good. That's really good.
It's a good line.
So, have you figured out anything about your new body that is interesting? Got any extra limbs?
That is a
I meant like.
it's a really forward question.
I
Sabrina.
didn't mean like that.
Like,
Are we
Like-
fucked up, Chloe? She didn't mean
Like you learn, you have lasers out of your eyes and out of your body. Like anything else that you've discovered, guys, come on.
I don't
Maybe we
say
should-
that
I'm
so
not trying
loud,
to
we're in the
bang
lunch
keep the
Kevin.
laser. Keep the laser talk.
Sorry.
I get that you're being willy-nilly right now with your stuff.
Sorry.
He's kind of in a delicate position right now. You know? Everybody's paying attention to him.
That's true.
Because here's
I-
going to be the thing. If anyone figures out that... I don't know how no one figured out what I was before.
Yeah.
But if anyone figures out now, I don't think it's a big stone's throw to figure out who the rest of you are.
I don't
Right?
I kind of have a theory that you were subconsciously using your psychic powers to prevent people from perceiving you as a superhero.
Mhm.
That's what I thought.
Plus, I'm like,
Ooh,
A
and I
foot
don't have that
taller.
anymore.
yeah. ooh.
Exactly. So you've got to be
Wear
really
a
careful.
mask? Did your shitty dad leave you a mask?
No, it just do the light from the eyes that's like kind of blinding.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
Gotta
That's
say,
fair.
I mean, even though I did glowing eyes first, I think that yours look really cool.
Thanks.
You don't have a monopoly on glowing eyes, Sabrina.
I know. I'm just saying, like mine like glow and they're like bright and stuff, but his glow and they're like they obscure. You know,
It's totally different.
it is different.
I meant that. I'm sorry.
Meant it.
Sometimes I have inflections that don't sound genuine.
It's okay.
I get it.
Resting bitch face. Resting sarcastic voice.
Mm-mm. I'm sorry, I just thought about this. It makes, has nothing to do with what we're talking about, kind of. I don't know what Corvid's face looks like under the gas mask.
It's a part of the face, right?
Yeah.
If
There's
you got surprised
it's
and
not.
not someone took the mask off, it would just be like.
Yeah, basically. Probably just mouth.
Really gross and cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's a part of your face, then
They couldn't
can
take
they
it
even
off,
take it
right?
off? It'd just be, yeah, your face. So there isn't an underneath. You can just
Right.
make it up however you want.
Your
Like that
face
Doctor Who episode.
is a gas mask.
But I can take off clothing that I've made. It just goes away.
Wait, are you just leaving bits of yourself all over the world?
Is that just like complicated shape-shifting where it's like it looks like it's leaving your person, but you're reabsorbing it or something?
Sabrina
You
has
said
a bit of a
Aaron's still
crisis in this moment. Just
It's like
Sabrina.
there's like this really old cartoon called Adventure Time with a magic dog who can shapeshift. And
uh-huh.
whenever he like makes stuff that he puts down, there's always like a little thread that keeps it connected to his body.
Hmm.
I don't think
It's a
that
great show.
happens.
Super
I mean, it
Hold
could
on.
be microscopic.
Yeah. Sabrina pulls her pants down a little bit and creates a belly button ring real quick, takes it off, and throws it across the place.
Your first thought was a belly button ring?
Why was I gonna take my shirt off?
Could have done a nose ring.
But that would have been obvious, right? I'm trying to hide
I think you're
myself,
ready.
right?
Oh my God, Sabrina!
What?
Chloe's gonna get up and like casually go and look for that belly button ring.
I think it's not there. I think that as soon as it like exits it like is gone.
And
Yeah.
no one exclaims like, "Hey!" like getting hit by something.
I'm rethinking my whole life now.
Kevin, are you enjoying the attention?
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm fixing it.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
So far, it's not bad or good. It's weird
Mm-hmm.
and it's embarrassing, but
Okay. I am going to live with it for just a couple more days, maybe the week. I'm gonna make a plan because I want my throne, Kevin.
Aw.
okay, it hasn't been that bad, right? Like it's gonna, we got to give it a couple days, see if people back off. A lot of people here have known me since I was little and stuff, so I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal.
Maybe
I
you'll
suspect-
displace me.
I don't know. I'm not from Spain and have jobs and stuff, so I think you're
I
interesting
might not
enough
have that job
person.
now.
I don't think it matters. It's
You're
It's- a minimum wage
Ros-
job. You could go get another one.
Rosario, you're super hot. People really like you. And like you're super like personable and like no offense, Kevin, but like Kevin's not the best talker, which for guys sometimes that's okay, but you have this like bubbly personality that like just draws people in and it makes people want to hang out. Kevin's going to like cold shoulder everybody and then in like a week and a half they're not going to care anymore.
Chloe
Yeah.
In a
sucks
good way,
really
Kevin.
long on her juice box straw. It makes like a loud noise. Yeah.
Chloe.
So I want Sabrina to roll to comfort or support someone. I also feel like there should be. Is there a neg roll that we can do for Kevin?
I didn't mean I know that Kevin knows that I don't mean it like that because
Yep.
I'm trying to comfort her.
Yep.
I know that he doesn't want the attention. Oh, that's a
You got
negative
somebody's
2.
number day 1.
I don't have influence over you. That's a 6. But good news, I level up.
Yay! Thanks, Sabrina. But he got someone's number on day 1.
What, like you didn't?
Well, I was trying though.
Well, that's just the thing.
That's-
Your brand is like giving people attention when they want it. His brand is withholding it.
So we could go.
Which sometimes can be really hot.
There's also, because you were trying, you eliminate the possibility of knowing if you could have gotten it without trying, right? So we don't know.
Statistics.
Well,
Yeah.
the way I see it, you two are catering to two different audiences, so you're really not a threat to each other.
Oh my god, non-competitive queen and king. Oh my god. Love
That's
it.
true. We could look at it that way, right?
Ooh.
If there's an alliance, we could really, really try and get the prom king and queen or whatever.
Combine our empires.
Yeah.
Chloe kind of smiles to herself, sips that juice box again. There's nothing left in there. She's just sucking on it for sport now.
Sabrina looks excited and then sad for a second and then excited again. Yeah, that'll be great.
Kind of a face journey there, Sabrina. What's going on?
Well, you know, I just like, you know, in the TV shows and movies and stuff, like being the prom queen is super cool. So I always kind of wanted to do it, but like now I don't know if I want to do it. But I don't know if that's because like I'm trying to like rebel against the system, or if I'm just like actually don't want to do it.
Sabrina, do you want to be prom queen?
I don't know. Maybe.
Campaign for you.
But you want to be
Yeah.
prom queen.
It's fine. I don't actually like. What month is it currently in game?
Isn't it the start?
Yeah, it's still the start of the school year, so it's like maybe late September at this point.
I'll take homecoming, and you can have prom queen.
But prom's the bigger one, are you sure?
I mean,
Okay.
I am homecoming because I was in Spain and now I'm back.
That's true. And this isn't my home, so that seems fair.
Homecoming would be like coming right up, right?
It's
All right,
gonna
we
be
got some
soon.
work to do. We got some work to do to get Ross homecoming queen.
You guys sure you don't want to fight and ruin your friendship over this?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Everyone
Do you
at
want
this
us
table,
to fight and ruin our friendship over this?
here's-
No, not really.
You're still my best friend, Chloe. I mean, besides Kevin.
Roz is also here.
You're new!
I don't know. It just seems like a high school thing to do.
we all try and date Eve and see how that turns out.
Ooh, do you guys want to fight?
No! No! We
I
tried
will
that!
fight.
That was terrible!
I'm kidding. I'm not trying to date Eve, Ross.
She might be trying to date you, Kevin. But I'm feeling fine
What
about
got
that.
said? What got said?
She asked if you were Kevin, and I said yes. And then she acted all weird when I said we hung out all weekend because I was really weird about it because she was interested in you. And so I was like trying to suss out if she was interested in you. And I think she was because she asked if we were dating, and I said no. And she seemed relieved.
See, this is why
Well,
I
she
don't get why
hasn't-
people want to date. It's all such stress.
Yeah.
Could she have been interested in you, Roz, as she has not talked to me yet, and seeing if you were single? I'm going to try and roll a comforter.
Go for it.
You do have influence over me, so you probably get a +1.
All right. Submit.
I mean, you do still have a terrible modifier to your mundane. So just
Yeah, I guess,
potential
Kevin.
everywhere.
But she could also just be biding her time making a plan to ask you out. I have seen her every afternoon for weeks. She didn't seem interested in men, Kevin. Aggressively eats the weird chicken,
All right.
fried chicken.
I'm just, just trying to.
It's
Say
fine.
something,
I'm just
alright.
gonna thank you. I do appreciate the effort, and I did say that I was gonna be chill about it for at least a week, or forever. Who knows? Could be a non-competitive
forever.
clause in our kingdoms. And it's fine. It's fine. I'll just be extra attractive during cleansing this afternoon. It's fine. Maybe I'll do a flip or something. I don't know.
Okay, Ross. If you want, we could try to make your friends jealous. I can turn into someone like really hot, and you could pretend we're dating,
You already are really hot. You don't have to turn to anybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Isn't it blood?
What?
Is it the blood?
You're like a Halle Berry type. You can do whatever you want with your hair and you still look amazing.
That is like the biggest compliment I've ever gotten, but thank you. But anyways, if you want to do a harebrained scheme where I'm involved, I'm down. We could do this whole thing where like we get together and then like I do something bad and then we break up and you have to be like comforted.
Good old comfort support. That's my favorite tag on AO3.
I don't know what that is either, but it seems to work at the shows. But I'm just saying, if you want, I'm available.
Okay.
I have a whole outfit planned.
Okay. The plan has progressed really fast.
I'm sorry. Once I get something in my head, I just go.
I'll think about it. I'm gonna try the flip today during fencing practice.
Yeah.
And I'll get back to you.
Okay.
While they're talking about this, Chloe will lean over to Kevin and say, yeah, so like I was saying earlier, at my last school, people used to stare at me a lot, but they eventually quit. So I'm pretty sure that'll happen for you.
Yeah, people will just get used to it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
just don't, like, feed into it.
how would I feed into it?
I don't know, do something exceptional.
Got it. All right. Be boring.
You got it, sport. And I roll a comfort.
Go ahead and try.
I'm pretty sure. Ah! There's a woman's face. Okay. Ah! There's a doggo. Ah!
There's a lot!
There's so many people. Okay.
Those were all the people who came up and talked to you all.
I had that tab closed. Maybe it should have been open. Submit. Oh.
Y'all are the worst at comforting.
Anyway.
That's another one for the folks at home.
This will single-handedly save me from my doom.
Possibly. But this is good. Y'all need to get potential somehow.
Yeah.
If it's about being a bunch of messy teenagers, then so be it.
I've filled up my potential and now I have unlocked my 2 remaining superpowers.
Hell yeah! It was because
Nice.
it's because of the fight. It was totally because of the fight.
Yeah.
We learned so much.
All right, so are we meeting after class to get you to Paladin HQ, Roz? Did they tell you what to do?
Also,
What
yeah,
did they tell me what to
yeah,
do?
you called them earlier and they took it seriously. They told you to stay at school and said, they would start having, a knight or a paladin make sure to patrol near the area. But they tell you that as far as they have been able to track your mother, that she has not made it stateside yet.
Hmm.
I assume you tell them about the doll, though.
Oh, yes.
And they get quiet and pause for a little bit, but they are just say, we will investigate, but you stay the course, keep being a teenager. You're still a squire. Stay in school.
You guys do know she's got like hella fucking magic, right?
Yes, I see
Okay.
in her file that it says hella fucking magic.
It is a scientific term. Okay. All right, thanks. Okay, bye. Great. I am comforted and supported by the paladins.
Well, let me roll 2d6 now.
Ah!
Okay.
Well, if Paladin HQ can level up, I want them to get potential.
All right. So day continues as normal. You've got fencing first before gardening. So as you go, you know, you go. You see Eve is there, and she is actually talking with Yosef and his service dog, which everyone knows the dog has a name, but pretty much everyone calls him Doggo. But Eve is already in her fencing garb, and it seems like they're wrapping up their conversation, and Yosef and Doggo take their leave as you approach, and there are other fencing team members. I already used up all my naming people juice earlier. I do not have names for the rest of your teammates at this point in time. But Eve says hello to you. So how was Kevin's? It's not really his first day, but it's kind of his first day.
Yeah, it was good. He was in administration for like half the day, so that sucks.
Yeah.
But coming into lunch and literally everybody looking at him was kind of a lot. But he seems okay. He's like curious about this like change in the social dynamic. But it was good. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, that's it's good that you're such a supportive friend for him. I'm sure it's helping him a lot right now.
I do try. I think he might be angling for Homecoming King, so.
Maybe just with the. Yeah, I can see him having a good shot.
Right? Told him.
But anyway, we should get to it, right? Because we have a tournament coming up soon.
Hell yeah.
All right. Mask on guard, as they say.
As they say.
I'm trying to. I want you to roll to try and do the flip and impress, but I'm trying to think what that would be. Let me. What?
Is it danger? Because love is a battlefield.
I'm
LD
quickly going to
space.
the Nova's book. No, this will be an Unleash Your Powers roll, because I'm basing this off. The Nova has a thing that you can spend a burn to awe your audience, silence, respect, and attention when you unleash your powers.
But my powers.
You're still using your athletic prowess.
Which isn't one of my powers. Can I compromise and say superior?
Oh, your freak is not great. That's why you're angling for other things.
Yeah. But superior is only +1.
This could be a provoke someone, in a sense.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 12.
Okay.
+1, 13.
All right. Eve is very impressed, as is the rest of your team. Taking pictures for proof.
Yes, I'm like, I'm not lying. I'm not just lying that I got 13 for flirteen, as they say.
Chloe is gonna tag along, like she said she would.
Thank you.
So she's just sitting in the bleachers with like her homework in her lap, and every now and then she like looks up, just sort of like, go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. So Roz has a very successful fencing club. Chloe, you get your homework taken care of. A couple of the other teammates will try and make idle conversation with you, as it is not their turn to duel or practice. How difficult does Chloe make the conversation for them?
Oh, so difficult. She like will act like she doesn't realize that they're talking to her. and then like just give them monosyllabic answers to any questions.
So it turns away a number of people, but at one point when Eve is taking a breather, she will make her way over to you as well. And hi, you. Sorry, I don't think I caught your name.
I don't think you did.
Right. Okay. Okay. Sure. We'll go this route. I know that you hang out with Roz and Kevin a lot. Are they dating?
There's a moment where she just sort of like stops. She puts down her pencil, then she crosses her hands and she looks up. What are your intentions with my friends?
Well, I was thinking to maybe, hopefully, ask Roz if she wanted to hang out sometime.
She'll pick up her pencil again. They're not dating.
Okay.
They're just childhood friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
And I'll throw you a bone. Since you really seem to like her, he's not a threat.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I mean, have you seen him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, mysterious stranger. I will leave you to it.
It's Chloe.
Eve. Nice to meet you, Chloe, but I will leave you be.
She just sort of like waves a little bit and goes back to her homework.
All right, well, the two of you are at fencing. Sabrina and Kevin, what are you up to? Have you gone to gardening club already?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's the cover, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think Sabrina has brought her guitar. It's an electric guitar, but she does not have the amp. Like, she didn't bring the amp for it, so she's just acoustically playing an electric guitar. It's not good. Like, it's like, and after all, you're my wonder. Whoa.
I think now with my super senses awakening, I'm like, oh. Like, what is that?
Oh,
What's that
sorry.
pitch?
Sorry, you're not the best singer.
As you reach the end of the chorus, from across the greenhouse, you hear a thud as Jimothy like drops one of the bags of soil and does a small clap of that was really good.
Thanks, Timothy.
Yeah. So sorry if this is obvious, but you're Kevin, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Everyone's been talking about it all day.
Okay, that would be why you asked if it was obvious. I would give you a big break and say it's not obvious that I'm Kevin otherwise, but.
Well, yeah, it's also, I mean, I guess, maybe the new super cool senior would join gardening club, but it's also just given the way that you two are interacting. I guess this makes your whole polycule thing a bit easier now that you're a real boy.
Timothy, it's not a polycule.
Right.
I believe we told you
okay.
about this.
Yep, sorry. Yep.
I feel like you should believe us by now, right? Like,
listen, you all disappear. I don't know what happens when you disappear.
Jimothy, can you keep a secret?
He, had been going to pick up another thing and like lets it drop and like the soil starts spilling out. It's like, yes, absolutely.
She takes a step forward and starts to like step and fly in the air. And she is going to transform herself into a well-known superhero. Like, it's one that can fly. Madonna.
Sorry?
What did you say?
Omna?
Oh, Amna!
Oh. I like
I
the-
Madonna.
I'm like, I know Madonna is a celebrity, but like Madonna also means like a deific matronly figure.
Yeah.
Yep, so easily
Yeah.
could be a hero named Madonna if we want to.
No, I'm gonna do the Golden Duke. I'm gonna transform into the Golden Duke.
So into Hector, basically.
Basically. Just in full uniform and everything. I've been the Golden Duke the whole time.
Wow. Okay.
But we have to keep this a secret from everyone. Only the people in the gardening club know.
Right, yeah. Okay, no, I got it, absolutely.
Do you
I'm
promise
just-
to do your part?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just, sorry, I'm trying to reconfigure my polycule map in my head and what this means.
There
We're-
is no polycule.
We're the Golden Duke support team. Jimothy, that's why we all leave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is the thing that makes sense.
And you have the most
Given.
important job, Jimothy.
I do?
Covering
Not the
for
most
us.
important.
The
It's
most
very important, though.
important. Covering for us while we're gone.
Okay. I
And
mean, I
keeping
was
this
already, but
secret.
okay.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I can do that.
I'm so glad that you know this now, and it's not the other thing
Yes.
that you were keeping
Yes.
secret and
That-
hiding.
Because I am a grown-ass adult. For the most of the time.
Look over.
Then why are you pretending to be a high schooler?
It's the
Is it
best
like that weird
disguise I
old
can
vampire
have.
series where they just go to high school forever?
Exactly. It's the best cover. No one ever would suspect. Did you suspect?
No, I did not. You're right.
That's why, Jimothy. That's why.
Okay.
I'm going to transform back into Subrina now.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go lie down as he just kind of go, like, where he's standing, he just goes down and, like, uses the bags of soil as a pillow.
Turns back into Sabrina.
Just gonna turn
at
so
Kevin.
my back is facing Jimothy and just
There's just a wheeze coming from Sabrina. That was hilarious. Did you see his face? What? It was so funny. He's not gonna tell anybody. Come on. It was funny. At least he doesn't think we're in a polycule anymore.
yeah, this is definitely better, Sabrina.
I can make it better later. But this is just so funny.
How?
I don't
How?
know.
You can make him think you're a different superhero?
I can just show him that I'm an alien.
Yep, definitely better.
Just keep on telling him you're different superheroes.
Yes.
I am all of these superheroes. Why
I
do you
am-
think you've never seen them all together in one place?
The Musketeer. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll fix it. Later, when he's not passed out.
Maybe it's paladins have like a memory eraser or something. It's not a... I'm gonna just... I'm like, should I even take them? I don't know.
why don't we just, if it goes bad, then we'll text them. We don't have to text them right now.
Maybe they need you to erase it fast. I imagine we're like moving away from Timothy, so he can't use.
I imagine you've exited the greenhouse,
Yeah.
closed the door.
Oh, did I really fuck up that bad?
It's pretty bad. No one's supposed to know you're a superhero.
Yeah, no one's supposed to know I'm an alien either, but everyone does. I mean, like, you guys know, and like my parents know,
I mean-
and Gareth knows.
Yeah, I don't think they were happy about Gareth when they found
I
out.
don't think
And now
anyone's
there's
happy about
Jimothy?
Gareth.
Why
Not
is
even
Gareth
Garrett's happy
around?
about Gareth.
But he's my friend, and he pays rent.
What?
He pays rent in the Kirby Craft.
Why is any of this happening?
Because Subrina just throws a dice and says, "This is what I'm doing today."
Kevin was having a great day, and then
It's fine.
Okay. I think maybe we should go somewhere where it's unlikely that anyone will hear us, including Gareth. So maybe like my place. And I think we need to talk about whatever the hell's going on with you. Do you need Chloe or Roz to be there as well?
What do you mean?
Something is going on, and this is concerning behavior.
Me? I'm doing concerning behavior?
Yeah, I think that at this point, we can pretty safely say you're acting in a self-destructive manner.
Am I? I thought that was just drugs and alcohol.
No. It's a lot more than that.
Okay. Yeah, let's go talk.
Do you want Roz or Chloe there? Or would you prefer to talk to one of them instead of me? You don't have to talk to me, but I think it's at the point where you have to talk to someone about whatever's going on. This is too much.
Is this an intervention?
Yeah, it kind of is. I didn't think I was going to have to do this.
I mean, maybe we should all talk, because I feel like I have to think about a lot of things. But I also need to hear why.
Okay. I will text Roz and Chloe. Exactly
Was this a
what
foolhardy
happened.
action, by the way? Can I clear my condition?
Yeah.
That seems pretty foolhardy to me.
Yeah. Though, as a reminder, the conditions only clear at the end of the scene. But we are rapidly approaching the end of the scene, it feels like.
Yeah, just text Chloe and Roz literally the whole thing of what happened, and that we're having an intervention at my place for Subrina.
Okay. Before we get too deep into that, when Chloe gets to gardening club, which I'm gonna assume happens after that,
Yes. You find Jimothy is still muttering to himself on a pile of soil.
that's fine. He can take a nap.
A dirt nap?
Yeah. oh. I'm gonna do something that I really haven't ever done. I'm gonna try and use my sanctuary for something. So you might want to like open up my character sheet and look at
Yes.
the requirements that I have. What I would like to do, because one of the things that one feature of my sanctuary is useful tools. I might do this more in the future if this proves useful. I'd like to cultivate a special kind of flower that I can feed the blood of my friends to, and the flower will tell me if they're in danger.
Okay.
I loved watching everybody's faces as I was saying that. Because it
Somebody
turned from
mark that.
very confused to very okay.
Okay. So. All right. I've also got the playbook thing, the PDF up, because that may be a bit better. Okay, so. So first you must get the blood of your friends.
Yes. Well,
And
that can be a later problem.
yeah.
Like, and conveniently enough, we're about to have a powwow, so like, I'll just wait until afterwards and then be like, hey guys.
Yep. Let's see. So, first you must, get blood of your friends. You'll also need a flower that is enchantable, essentially.
Yep.
So you'll probably need help from Roz, your magic friend. You and your team will risk danger from, and this is probably something Roz would know. Whether or not she thinks to bring it up is another question. But I feel like I do need to tell you this ahead of time. But these flowers will essentially they will make it much easier for someone who knows magic to form a sympathetic or thaumatological link. Could, for this is not the ideal analogy, but the flowers could become voodoo dolls of you all.
Gotcha. All right. So I think Chloe, we can just like jump into a scene where Chloe is like pulling out some like strange looking like carnivorous rose type flowers. And she's like gonna show them to Roz and be all like, so I was thinking if you could help me, these flowers would basically be able to help us know if anybody in our group is in danger.
Oh, rad as hell. So this one wouldn't take. This one knows what it is, and it's not going to take any magic. It's got a really strong sense of self, this one. But
Okay. She'll
these
pull out
two,
she'll pull out a couple more. It's all like, you got to make a lot of them.
I might need to play with them a little bit. But yeah, I love that. That sounds great, especially with the impending family visit.
I mean, yeah, this was just kind of like a backup project that I was working on, but with the impending family visit, I feel like it's a lot more important to have on the table.
Yeah. Also, it's a great idea. Love it. Still want to do it, but if we do this to a plant and get it like magically like jazzed and like also connected with our vitality, could be dangerous.
I did think of that. So we're gonna have to like put in some like protections. Specifically like yeah, well, like, or just like good old fashioned like locks and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the impending family visit. I would hate for there to be a flower around that my mom could find and literally puppet me back to her side.
Yeah, no, that would suck a whole lot. We'll have to
but
just
then
like
I don't want to meet her in the street, get stabbed, and you
then
guys not know.
Yeah. It kind of a catch-22. What if I keep them at my place?
Sure. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean,
Like,
Kevin's place is also pretty secure, but then again, you wouldn't be able to see them.
I mean, I've got a direct line to these flowers. Like, they'll just tell me.
So it doesn't matter where they are.
Not necessarily.
Look, Kevin's the thinking guy between, like, if it were between me and him, he's the thinking guy. Between us four, I think you and Kevin are the thinking guys.
Bring. Speaking of, Kevin just sent us a message. He wants us to come and meet up and do an intervention on Subrina.
She what? I'm just gonna go look at Jimothy real quick.
And on that note, that seems like a good place to end. I do want to end with one thing. So just very briefly, Kevin and Sabrina, how did you get to Kevin's place? Did you take the Kirby craft, or? Sabrina,
don't
what,
want-
yeah, but Sabrina, what did you say anything to Gareth before heading out for the day?
I mean, not more than usual.
Okay.
It's like, have a good one.
Yeah, you too. And you leave him. A few minutes go by. He's still playing his game. Checks his watch. Hey, Kirby Craft, can I step outside for a minute? I assume the door opens for him.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a system that we've put in place that's like a door open shut sort of thing.
Yep. So he steps out. I'm just gonna go stretch my legs, go for a walk. Goes and he does that. Gets a few blocks away. Looks around. Walks down an alley. Pulls out a phone. Dials a
Sorry.
number. Bonjour. Il s'agit d'un rapport d'agent topique. Le sujet et ses amis ne sont doutants de rien. Cependant, ils commencent à faire des plans pour infiltrer la quartier générale. Demande d'instructions supplémentaires. Au revoir. Hangs up, puts the phone away, continues on the walk, and eventually makes his way back to the Kirby Craft.
Oh, Sabrina's friends are secret agents.
And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
He's fucking from CERN.
So,
I
thank
just
you.
We have to go to CERN, guys. Fuck the intervention. Let's go to CERN.
I just remembered something, by the way. And the reason why I forgot it is because it was the very first Doom sign I took. It's burning bright, and I can spend I can advance my Doom track to ignore a requirement for use of one thing from my sanctuary. I want to ignore the danger. I want to
Okay.
ignore the possibility that it will voodoo doll us. And the way that I'm doing that is by like using my powers to just sort of adjust them a little bit so that if somebody tries to use that as a voodoo doll, it'll poison them.
Okay.
I
Good to
literally
know.
thought you were just gonna be like, it's not a thing. I'm ignoring it.
No, I don't play that way.
Okay.
I acknowledge it and I circumvent, baby.
Yeah. My grandfather didn't believe in fast food drive-thrus, so I mean they're still a thing. But I thought we were on that track. Just making
What?
sure. Yeah, he just doesn't believe in them. And I'm like, well, they exist. And he's like, I just don't believe in them. I'm like, okay.
Like, morally?
I don't know. He never specified more than I don't believe in them.
Take him through one and just blow his mind.
Well, now he's dead.
Well, might be a bit. I'm not going to go that route anyway. So, thank you everyone for hanging out with us. We've got, we're running a little bit late, but we started a little bit late. So, we'll try and get through this quickly, but we do have end of session stuff and stars and wishes to do. So, who knows what they would like to do for the end of the session? Which, because it has been a month and a half, at the end of every session, choose one. We grow closer to the team, explain who made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, and clear a condition or mark potential. Grow into your own image of yourself, explain how you see yourself and why, shift one label up and another down, or grow away from the team, explain why you feel detached, take influence over you away from another character. And if you are giving influence to someone who already has influence over you, they get to shift your labels one up, one down. Anyone got stuff in mind?
I'm gonna grow closer to the team, and I'm growing closer with Roz, just on account of the collaboration right at the end of the game, and also just like being protective over Roz and Kevin, and then choosing to facilitate the potential pairing between Eve and Roz.
Yeah, I love that. Thanks, man.
Like, and just they've spent a lot of extra time with each other since the whole like, yeah, I'll tail you so that your mom doesn't kidnap you out of nowhere.
We don't have influence over each other.
Well,
So
Well, influence is a one-way thing, so
yeah.
now you have
Give
influence
to
over
that-
me.
Okay. Cool.
Correct?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Wait. This is your place. Damn it. Okay, cool. What's your star? Your wish?
It's my
we can go around and do the other end of session things and then circle back on stars and wishes if you would like.
and hold on, growing closer to the team.
So
Give
you,
influence to that character and clear condition or mark potential. I'm gonna mark potential.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that.
Well, I was gonna go closer to the team, and I was gonna say to Chloe,
Haha!
be like, I volunteer to be your bodyguard.
It's
And
funny
also
how that
because of the
works.
collaboration. Yeah, weird, right? So you also have influence over me.
Yay! We're just gonna influence each other.
Yeah.
Very cool. Are you
Alright.
gonna clear condition or are you gonna mark potential?
Oh, I'm gonna mark potential. I ain't got none of them that are conditions.
No.
all right.
It's kind of good for me to have conditions actually.
Yeah.
And it's super good for me to get potential.
Yeah, we want you to live.
David or LB, who's next?
I'm gonna give mine to Kevin. Sabrina grew closer to Kevin because, I mean, she's trying to help him through his thing, and he's like, "Hey, I care about you. Something's up with you. I would like to help you through that." And Sabrina is confused by this, but appreciates it nonetheless. So she grows closer to Kevin.
All right. I'm going to move your danger up
Okay.
because you were tough in that fight. And mundane down. You're not actually very mundane.
I'm not a mundane kind of person.
Oh, and then I guess clearing condition or potential.
Yes.
Yeah. I will grow closer to the team and give it to Subrina. I think she did a lot to try and help with Kevin coming back to school and help navigate that. I don't know how much Kevin necessarily would take that advice, but he appreciated the effort at the very least.
Thanks. I am going to. Oh, you locked your danger?
Mm-hmm.
Hot
The
damn.
moment of truth from before.
Right. All right. I am going to. I'm gonna up your mundane because you're hot now, and down your freak because damn, that was too much power. Just saying.
Kevin OP, please nerf.
Yeah, Kevin OP, please nerf.
Didn't happen. And then I'm going to remove a condition. Get rid of angry.
Oh, I found
Now
out
you're
you
just
found a way.
concerned.
Okay.
My star goes to
Yeah.
Kevin. Not only because it was just like, oh, here's my cool day, I'm a cool popular. It specifically goes to the moment, I don't think that's better. I just thought the delivery of that whole scene was so good. I was laughing so hard. I don't think that's better, Sabrina. So good. That was my star. My wish is for dates. That's all.
All right, very good.
I think my
Who's-
star is gonna go to Danae and Chloe for the creativity used in the fight. Cause like underwater, in a forest, bees, like just you're in a shark's mouth now. Like there was a lot being thrown at you, and you hit the ground running every time. And then my wish is homecoming.
I am adjusting my dates to homecoming. Thank you, bye.
Noted.
Both though, but both
Both is
dates
good.
for homecoming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of cheat and star something that I've already mentioned. That recap was baller. Like, it has been a long time since we played, and boy did I need it, and it was so good. Like, I feel like it's almost like we never stopped. I'm right back into it, and I feel like I didn't miss anything. So
Yes.
well done on that. My wish is to remember to use my sanctuary more, because like suddenly realizing that I can kind of Batman plants into gadgets,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of exciting to me. So I think I'm going to do that more often.
Yep. I'm remembering the mask scene we just finished on LP's challenge. I don't know if the sanctuary ever came into play, which is fine. Like, it's
No,
an
she didn't
optional-
have it. Yeah, she didn't have it until that was the last doom sign she took.
I thought you were supposed to start with it.
Yeah, you get a sanctuary. The doom sign that you take lets you ignore a requirement from the GM.
That's not my job. That's her job.
Yeah, but I mean, you never have to touch the sanctuary, but it is a potentially powerful feature.
I mean, clearly we've been doing just fine without it so far.
All right.
Star, I will go for Roz talking to Eve. That was hilarious the first time around. That Roz didn't ever pick up on that Eve was interested in Roz was hilarious.
She absolutely did, though. She said, "Oh, I thought you were going to ask me out." No, wait, that was Subrina, wasn't it? Fuck, never mind.
Yeah, that was really funny. And it was a very good, like, high school moment of like, as an adult being like, this is clearly what's going on, Roz. Why aren't you?
It was really hard to not get distracted by your facial expressions during that conversation. I was like, don't look at them.
And wish is, I don't know. I wish for Kevin to do some more mundane type activities outside of this stuff. Pick up a job or a club or something like that. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, because I do want to expand the NPC side of things. I mean, that's why I had all the people that you were interacting with. I mean, it's for folks at home that need help coming up with NPCs, use artbreeder.com. It will let you just generate portraits. That's where all those came from. So very good for that. Yeah, and then just fantasy name generator for names. There's also like thispersondoesnotexist.com or something, which does more realistic photos that is just mashing people together and gives you a random person. Anyway, my stars and wishes. I mean, I think my star is just the how bonkers the 2v2 fight went, and like I was not expecting it to go in any particular way, but certainly not where it went. So that was a lot of fun seeing how y'all dealt with like, oh, we're fighting, but then also the turn of Subrina protecting Chloe, even though you were on opposite teams. Just all very good. And then my wish, two things come to mind. I mean, one is eventually to see, for y'all to learn about Gareth and what he has been up to, and also to see what you all will need to do to finally convince Jimothy that you're not a polycule, because he is not convinced yet. He just thinks this is another part of it.
He's a grown-ass man, Jimothy! That's crime, Jimothy! Well,
Y'all
That's a
are
crime,
18.
Timothy!
we're all
Well,
adults
now-
now.
Well, now
but
he's
we're-
not a part. Now he's not a part of the polycule. It's just the rest of us, and we're like brought together by our devotion to.
Our paid internship under
Yeah.
Golden Duke.
Yeah, that's a better way of saying it.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for us. Let's see quickly GGK stuff. I mean, our schedule is being our faces if you're here on Twitch. It's on our socials, our Twitter, our Discord. No Elegant Creatures this Thursday. Life continues to kick people's butts, but this channel should be live again on Friday with Neon Gods. If you enjoyed tonight, you should see me run Pathfinder on Saturday afternoon. I killed one of the player characters last time, and we gotta figure that out. Yeah, it
Who
was
died,
only like
Alex?
Val's character got
No! Oh, that's right. I was there.
yep,
Oh,
got chomped by a big snake. Pathfinder doesn't fuck
Good death.
around. So we're gonna return to that and rebalance some things. So check that out. But yeah. And then most of no, because we also this Sunday don't have our Blades in the Dark game. So few things not happening this week as usual, but that just gives you time to catch up on our YouTube. Hey, so go do that. Anyone got things they would like to plug or promote before we sign off, as we are over time?
On Sunday, I'm going to be playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians on Weave the Tale. So come see me be Genevieve, who is a shy, devoted, super lesbian, super in love with her person she's bodyguarding. So if you love that trope, like I do, come watch me, 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Yep, yeah, that is another Powered by the Apocalypse system, just like Masks, that also focuses on conditions and stuff like that. But that is us. We have run over time. So until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.